know for this shit.
I think he just turned
I'm
his
trying to
shit off.
smoke my weed. Fuck you, man.
Hey, we are live. Just so y'all know that we
All
are
right, hi,
live.
look,
We
I
are
got
we
it.
are live. We are live. I can't see what y'all look like right now. I
Oh
got the
well,
intro
what?
playing.
The real, what you call me, bitch?
Hey, focus up,
You
focus up,
talking shit
focus
out
up.
this goddamn Auburn. These motherfucking Auburn
Oh
fans.
shit, where my? Oh, there you go. I was gonna say, boy, I thought I lost some trees for a second, my boy. I was gonna have to cancel all this shit.
They be good. Hey, bitch. I got that right here. Oh, but
Need y'all to get off that T-Mobile Wi-Fi though. That's what I do need y'all niggas to do.
what the hell? They better than Spectrum, goddamn.
I don't know about that now. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
supposedly. I don't know. I got AT&T.
You got that fiber shit. Yeah, that fiber shit legit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, Elo here too. Goddamn, my bad.
I hated
Y'all
Spectrum when
ain't
I
tell
was
me Elo
paying.
was here.
Spectrum when I was Lord. You might as well be using your hotspot, bro.
I
Man,
niggas be
Draco
texting.
just turned his fam up.
Man, AT&T got my own issue with them bitches. They high as hell.
Call them back to and redo it. I
I ain't
run an
redoing shit. I'm
AT&T.
gonna take a shot apart.
I run an AT&T fiber at like 500 gigs for like $35 at one point.
Yep, and then that shit skyrocketed to $120.
Mm-mm. You
Oh,
jack
see,
my
I
price up,
thought
I
that
will leave.
was just my
With the
mama.
quickness.
That's how I do. Listen, man, hey, you gotta put my shit back down. I don't want it.
Hey, you gotta swap over
Y'all
to
got
your
that
company,
goddamn
man. They be
project
playing.
Wi-Fi, and I'm not trying to pay no good.
First
Oh
off,
my,
my
that what my
nigga,
granddaddy used to do every year. He'll do his 2-year contract with the cable company, swap.
this is Charter, nigga. Road Runner, nigga. Me.
Because you know if you goddamn
That
all you
what
gotta do
nigga
is
Bright House Warner
call
on.
they ass, tell them that you finna cancel that shit, and all of a sudden they got all the deals for
They
you.
go out of nowhere, boy.
Yeah, all of a
Everybody
sudden,
special
oh
this week
It's
only.
the
yeah, you
same thing
qualify
like
for
when you
this.
cancel. It's the same shit on God. Well, you 13 a month.
Hold on, let me see
Nigga,
what
let's
I
pay
can do.
7 a month with your safety. Like nigga, you could have been giving me that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna
You
credit
feel
these
me?
next
Like
2 months. That's gonna be on the house. Oh, time I done put a
you don't
deal
owe
in
us
2
anything
months.
until August.
Oh shit. I was trying to wait on Draco to get back in here. I don't know where he went. He turned his camera off.
That
But
market
he,
was literally just here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was just here,
That's why
and
you
then he
can't
cut
trust
his
light skinned
camera off
niggas.
or some shit.
You trust light skinned niggas, bro.
My cousin was just here, and then just up and dipped and shit. But shit.
Ocean's motherfucking 11.
Mm.
Oh well, nigga, we can't see you.
Damn, I was just gonna say, damn, y'all, I'm talking shit. My camera ain't even damn on. I got it though.
We can hear you, we just can't see you. About Oh Lord.
What up, chat? What up, chat? We finna crank up. I'm trying to see if Draco go actually turn his camera on or not, but we finna get started in just a second. Y'all straight? Hello, you
Oh,
straight? Wag, you straight?
ladies and gentlemen, today's show is brought to you by Ken.
There you go. Alright, we straight now. I hope so. Cause I'm finna go ahead do this shit now. Y'all ready? Y'all good?
Take my shirt off and all the whole stop. I'm good as I'm gone.
What up? What up? What up? We back. Another episode, another week back in the garage. Of course, I am your host, JR. Joined as always, I got my boy Wag with me, my boy Ella with me, and my boy Draco with me. As always. Uh, and as we do, because we got a good show lined up for y'all, man. I'm ready to go ahead and get into it. But before we get into it, though, I always got to ask y'all, man, how y'all doing? How y'all week been? How we doing mentally? We holding up? We keeping the faith?
Slow motion, man. Another day. Getting through it, dog. Good to
Hey,
be here with y'all
God,
boys, man.
God is good, my boy. That's all I can say for real.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh shoot, Elo stepped away. Well, Elo will pick up his thoughts in a second. He'll
What
be
the
back.
fuck? Why are you?
Know how he be doing. He be wanting to dip off and shit, man. But anyways, like I
That
said,
nigga be
good show
disappearing.
lined up for y'all, man. This is gonna be a mostly college football focused show. Um, but before we get into the college football, we do need to go ahead and touch on these conference finals, man. OKC, they did their thing. 4-1, got the T Wolves up out of here. And then kind of shockingly in my opinion, I thought Indiana was going to go ahead and wrap their stuff up too, but New York found a way to pull out an extra game. So
Man,
they
what?
got one more chance. They got one more chance. So until they figure out what's going on there. But let's just go ahead and talk about these conference finals real quick, man. So we go ahead and get into this college football. Any thoughts about, what I'm saying, OKC's gentleman sweep, Indiana putting belt to ass to the Knicks for the most part? Any thoughts at all?
Man, I told y'all boys, okay, seeing fire. See a new face of the beat. Big Shea fan,
We
bro.
told y'all niggas.
Big Shea fan. I'm not
I
surprised
got.
on how it went.
I saw what I
Minnesota
needed.
first round, they had LaForte and them old guys, no inside presence. They got bullet. And they went up against a old Golden State. Great Draymond. Draymond only looked the same no more. Stealthless, They was losing when Steph was there, though. Just want to point that out. Um, and they ran into a buzz, dog. Like, okay, seeing five, man.
Nah, big facts. We definitely do have to point out the fact that, like you said, they Timberwolves did have kind of like I ain't gonna say they had an easy stretch, but they was very fortunate. They was on the right side of the injury bug. For some of their games and stuff, especially when you talk about Golden State and
Yeah.
Steph. They was on the right side of the injury bug there. Then when we get into the next matchup that they had, the Lakers, where they just didn't have a five. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of easy. If you making Rudy Gobert looking like, you know what I'm saying, prime Shaq, prime Hakeem when he dropping 30 and 20, like, you know what I'm saying? That is what it is. I still got a lot of faith in the Timberwolves myself. I still got a lot of faith in Ant. I do believe in him. I think that he is going to win one, but just ain't work out this year. They'll figure it out next year, though. Well, maybe not next year, but they'll figure it out eventually and stuff, man. So it is what it is. Lo,
Are we asking, did I expect it to go like that? Hell no. Like I said, like you said, I got more faith in Ant. Um, but the way that they guarded Ant, man, they kind of like completely took him out of the game to where for him to get shots, he would have had to do what Shea did, and that's to take the mids, and he wasn't doing number shooting threes or trying to get to the rack. So I think that completely took him out of the game. The objective of the game is,
Niggas don't shoot mid.
I think the mid range finna come back though, because the way Branson and Shea going crazy with it, I mean, it's still 2 points. 2 points is 2 points. If you gonna keep me from the rim and I can drop this little 14, 15 footer in it, that's a bucket. But No, I ain't
Bang
expect
your
to go
body.
like that. Julius Randle, I expected more from him. I expected more from Ant Man. I knew that what his name, Big Rudy. I knew he wasn't gonna be, a major factor, but he looked like
Man,
Utah Rudy to me.
nah, call it what it is.
When I
And you say that man was unplayable. Call it what it is. You said that man was
He
unplayable in that
definitely was
series.
I was
unplayable.
gonna say you literally said this.
He's definitely unplayable, man. He's not
You
he's
said
not defending the rim. I mean, they shooting over the top of you. You kind of pointless out there. You're not getting no rebounds. Like you can't take the ball up strong. You're not getting no dunks. You're not getting no putbacks. Like what are we doing? You out here for shits and giggles. You
you
out here
said
just to
him
say
and
we
Lou
got a
Dort.
footer on the floor. And that's why I feel like Rudy might not even be that next year. But I felt like they was crazy when they let Rudy stay instead of Cat.
I agree with you all.
I didn't understand that even at the time. Like I did, I know what they said they were trying to do, which was go for more of a traditional big versus. But I'll take Cat being soft and giving up 20 but scoring 40 all day over Rudy ass still giving up 25 and not even giving you five because bro,
Ant wasn't aggressive enough for me either
like you said,
though.
that nigga is pretty much unplayable. You said
Like we knew Rudy wasn't gonna do much, but
you said him
for
and Lou
Ant to
Dort was
come out of
gonna
some games with only 13 shot attempts, that's not enough. And then the games where he did have,
nah.
closer to 20 plus shot attempts, he was shooting a lot of threes, and it was like, bro, they're not falling. What are you doing? And like
Hey,
yeah, I
bro.
also pointed it. That was a pretty easy road, cause you ain't want to say it, but that was a pretty easy road.
For who?
You had to go through for the Timberwolves.
No, that shit was
You had to go through the Lakers, and then you had to go through the Warriors. And the Lakers team they didn't get the team put together like they thought they would. They made a little push to add a little hype to that towards the end of the season, where it was like the last 20 plus games. They had a little push to make them look pretty decent, but got in playoff time, that team was a deer in headlights. They looked like they did not belong at all. They completely washed them. You ran up against the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors beat the Rockets off of step and what you, I guess what you call veteranism or whatever. But
Yeah.
outside of that, there was no competition, bro. They couldn't keep up. And
Is
like
it?
Drake said, no bigs on the floor. Yeah, you got punished. You made Rudy look like he was uh, Wilt or somebody. Well, he had 27 and 24.
I'm basically
literally
30-30, man.
Yeah, games up.
like, what are
Like
we
it's
doing?
just bad
We shouldn't
matchup
have
for
51 of anything.
Lakers, bro. Like if Lakers played the Rockets first round, I think want to win it. They win first round.
Okay, first of all, anybody that played the
I don't
Rockets
easy.
first
They just
round, they
Lakers want to
still a
ease
good
it out.
team.
That's what I will say. You know what I'm saying a lot of people wouldn't give
Exactly, like
Lakers.
anybody that played the
I mean,
Rockets.
Timberwolves a chance to get out there first round. So it wasn't like it was a favorable, but
Oh no,
uh,
not many people was giving the Timberwolves a chance in hell to make it out the first
nah.
round. Everybody was like heavy Laker lane in that one,
That's what
and
I'm saying.
them
Yeah,
not having a big, it killed
because
them.
they had saw. I mean,
You got to
and
talk
that's
about
what I was trying to say when everybody was like, "I don't know, the Lakers scary." I said, "Not really." I said, "Because the day team, the,
Everybody is also expecting them Lakers to show up where Luka give you 30 to 40, then Brian give you 20 to 30. So that never happened. So
Mm-hmm.
Brian looked old.
Brian did look Brian looked like he was
Bron
sober that
is
shit.
old, bro. Bron is
Brian
old.
is
Ain't no low.
Nah, I
He
know, but
is.
it ain't been too much kinks in that man armor to where you can really say like he looks old. Like he
Mm-hmm.
looked
And that's
old.
because when he really want to, he can go and kill. But he got too much sense because he know when they ain't got a chance in hell, and he'll fall back on your ass. He
Oh
be like,
yeah,
bro, I ain't
ain't
finna
no
go out
point
here and
doing this
exert
shit.
all this energy, and I know it ain't finna do nothing.
But they went
And we
on a
also,
tear.
yeah, but
After
when you get in the playoffs, that's why I said when they got in the playoffs, it was a different ball game. Them last 20 plus games, they made it look good. But
They should have stayed their ass in the 6th seed and the 7th seed. Should have stayed there right around that mark. And they'd have probably had some better. But back to it's OKC, man. OKC is legit. There's a lot of hype going on with him right now. Shea MVP, much deserved. He's gonna be Finals MVP. Um, that Denver series was a tough series for OKC. That showed that them boys growed up. And that Game 7, they whooped Denver ass in that Game 7, bro. Growing up for eyes, dog. I think Minnesota still got a little bit more of that to do, but OKC finna break through. Y'all want to push to this Eastern Conference? Yeah, I got some more about this West because shit ain't too much to say, man. It's OKC's year, dog.
Yeah, nah, I was gonna say OKC definitely
I
showed
can
up.
say it's that year, but do y'all see them being able to put it together, back to back, like build a
No,
dynasty? I think they good, but I don't think they that damn good.
nah, they ain't going back to back. They gonna be there though. They gonna be there. But they ain't going back to back.
They young as hell though. Like we still talk about OKC. They young as hell. And you know what I'm saying? We gotta definitely like give them, you know what I'm saying, props for that and shit, because they are a young ass team. I do think that like they need to go ahead and get this shit done this year though. Because if it's one thing about the NBA, man, them windows close fast as fuck, bro. You could think that you got a squad that's set up to compete for 3, 4, 5, 6 years or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta remember that the rest of the league is gonna be constantly making moves. It's a copycat league, so they're gonna be trying to do the things that you already did. So like I think that they need to go ahead and try to do it now. If they don't do it now, I don't know. But I would hope that I would hope that they stay relevant for a while. But nah, I think they
They
need to go
better
Oh,
ahead
they
and
not
do it.
trade.
definitely be relevant.
They better not trade
Right.
Jalen Williams for no Giannis, dog. Like they
Oh
they
no,
better keep
that'll
that
be
core
stupid.
together.
I don't think
I give you
nobody
Lou
needs to
Dort.
trade Giannis,
I
man.
keep.
I give you Lou Dort.
And then anyways, let
Hey,
me
give
hold
him
on,
in that
wait,
little
wait, wait.
rainbow.
Give me 1 second. Let me tap in with my boy Wag.
That boy
Wag,
stayed on the shooting machine.
what you got for the Eastern Conference, man? Because I want to hear you. I want to make sure your audio straight. So what you got for the Eastern, Wag? I don't think Wag can hear us. Yep, see, Wag can't hear us. Yeah, see.
Yeah, we can't
Oh
hear
no,
him
we
either.
can't hear you. Hey, you gotta restart that. Hold on, wait. Let me text him real quick. See, I thought that
Where your headphones at, Kimbo?
no. Them
That
headphones
way
was
look
fucking
like
up. They kept
like
breaking
somebody.
in and out and stuff. So I told him he had to get rid of them. He
I can
just
say
came back.
disconnect them and reconnect them, forget them, all that
There
crap.
we
Yeah,
go. What's up,
gotta just
Wag?
Can
troubleshoot.
you niggas hear me
Okay, there we
now?
go. Yeah. Now we good. Now we good. Now we good. Okay. Do you hear us? Wag?
What did you ask me?
No, I was asking you about the Eastern
What did
Conference.
you
So we
ask?
covered the West. We covered the West. I want to know your opinions on the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Knicks and Pacers. How you feeling about that
I
series?
I was severely disappointed that Indiana didn't go ahead and just end the show. I was pretty sure we were gonna be preparing for all right. What do y'all think about the finals matchup? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're still gonna get the same finals matchup, but I thought this show was the first. I thought this was gonna be like a little 2 minute segment where we was like, all right, how y'all niggas feel about Indiana versus OKC? Who y'all
Mhm.
got? How many games? Type shit. I didn't think
Mhm.
the Indiana was gonna piss themselves that late.
Shit, they stole the first game. It'll
Low
be.
key,
Well,
low key.
hockey. They definitely Knicks
It
definitely
would have
choked
been
that one
two
away.
Cause
two.
that hey,
I
that
finna
shot was
say that
that
series supposed to be
overtime game was
2-2.
crazy as fuck, man. Like that game was kind of nuts.
Stole the first one. So
But
so
nah,
you
it
got
is
you
still
got
2-2.
the Pacers. Who you had before the series started between the Pacers and the Knicks?
I'm still pretty much saying the Pacers are gonna win. If you're asking about this series, it's gonna be the Pacers. Like, but in a 7 game series versus OKC, uh, give me OKC in 6 at the most.
Shit is tweaking. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, fat.
Like it just
Um,
the way they put if every game you gotta ask like, okay, if Jalen Williams is hitting his shots, that they definitely winning the game. they still be winning in spite of that nigga a lot of time. When Jalen Williams is your third option and you still be winning in spite of that, I don't really see.
Jalen Williams been pretty consistent all playoffs, man.
I hear you. But
He's not a consistent 30. You know what I'm saying? He don't give you that. But
Nah, he
he's
ain't never
been
giving you that.
when
He's
that's your
supposed to be
third
a
option,
consistent 22, 23, though.
very, very.
when
Man,
that's
He
you
your
got to
has
put
third
your
had a couple
option,
of games where he hasn't showed up, but it hasn't mattered.
exactly.
other places on the stat
When he
sheets.
plays bad, it
Rebounds and
still
assists is
don't even
crazy.
matter.
I mean, when we depend on you, though, we depend on you. He's an all-star, bro. We got to judge him like an all-star, not just a role player.
Yeah, but if you would have told me that this is what Arkansas Jalen Williams' role was gonna be in the NBA, I would have told you was a motherfucking lie. I
Right.
swear to God, I would.
I mean, that Jalen, he was all right at Arkansas, bro. He wasn't like no killer though. He was a lot of energy.
Yeah, and if you'd have told me his job was hitting daggers on niggas while Shay out there, like, come on, bro, you can't tell me that you legitimately thought this is what he was
Oh,
gonna end up being.
we looking at two different J Wills because the J Will I'm looking at, you talking about the lights, what they call him, the Asian Duke Dennis. That boy's a
Hey,
cheerleader, man.
That's insane.
hey,
That's
man.
honestly insane.
And on that note, let's just real quick, man, so we can transition to college football, man, because I am ready to start talking about some college football. Just real quick, assuming that the finals matchup is going to be OKC versus Indiana, which I think that we all feel kind of the same way about. That's going to be that matchup. Give me your predictions. I'll go ahead and go first, man. Um, I've been hating on OKC this entire time. I've been hating on OKC for a long, long time, and that's not stopping here. Give me Indiana in 7.
Hey, you smoking good gas.
I'm talking about you smoking good dope, man. He bad, yeah.
I don't fuck with OKC, man. But go ahead, y'all. Draco, what you got?
Okay, saying four. It ain't gonna be
Damn.
no
God
comeback.
damn.
You
Ooh.
said, and
A lot of
what?
games- Listen,
Ooh.
Damn.
listen. I want to say five, but Draco Stradamus, baby. I gotta let you know what's happening.
Nigga, you
Look,
don't be
a
right.
lot
Don't
of
do
games,
that.
a lot of games
don't,
Indiana
don't do
won, bro,
that.
has been comebacks. They've been stole. Fourth quarter down 14, second half down 20. Like, bro, when OKC get up and they just as young as y'all, and they got some real killers over there, you're not coming back. You're not going into the fourth quarter down 12, thinking they finna fall asleep on the other side, or they finna run out of gas. And it's not gonna go that way. I want to say five, but man, it's gonna be a sweep, bro. It's not gonna be interesting.
Okay, CNC, because I don't want to completely disrespect the Pacers, but
I like Alabama.
Yeah, you said OKC is six,
okay.
right?
Would you say would you feel it's more than five if they end up somehow playing the Knicks?
Yeah, it go five.
Wait, so you giving more respect to the Knicks than the anyways, all right, I'm not getting into this. LO, what you got for me, man? Pacers versus OKC finals. What you got?
I'm rolling OKC. I'm trying to see if I want to go 5 or 6. I feel like OKC just might be them dirty ass niggas to be like, you know where we go win at home. So we're gonna give y'all a game on the road.
No,
Yeah,
that
you
you
ain't
can tell
really-
some team do this shit on purpose. You can
Like we'll give you
tell
one.
some team do this shit on purpose.
Man, I think that's what happened
I,
to Indiana.
I don't think Indy got a chance. Indy, yeah, because the last game they did not come to play at all.
Yeah, no, they
Wouldn't
just
it
want to
be
win at the
something if
house.
them niggas go there though and shock the shit out you? I
Man.
don't think it'll happen either. But if we end up being wrong about that shit, boy, oof.
And that's simply because, okay, let me go back and look at this next Pacers series. Pacers have been forced to play a physical ball game. You can't take that physicality that you've been playing the Knicks with into this OKC series, or all y'all ass gonna be sitting in the stands.
I promise. Y'all will be
Every single one of y'all,
it'll be the first team that got to forfeit a playoff game because they ain't got enough players.
basically.
And that ain't necessarily their style. They more of a finesse team anyway. But okay, you a finesse team, and they like to run. OKC love to run too.
Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
OKC
ain't
is
want to do that.
really
defense.
a Pacers on
Oh,
steroids. So I
yeah,
mean, you
talk to
get them up in the open if you really
'em.
want to. I
Hey,
don't
Turn down a
think
little
you
bit.
go win that track meet.
no, and then bro, you small. Okay, see, it's bigger than you. I'm talking about, bro. Listen, dog. Lou Dort gonna be going Halliburton. It's gonna be tough, bro. Them late game runs, a lot of wins. Indiana have been late. You know what I'm saying? They've been stealing games, bro. It's not gonna go that way against
Uh,
them.
Granted, they got somebody to make Chet work because he gotta have to guard Turner, but shit,
Yeah,
I
Miles Turner's
don't
nice
know.
when he want to be.
I'm finna say I don't know though.
Hardenstein gonna hey, don't sleep on
That
him.
may actually that may open up for them. They might have a better chance than Minnesota because, like I said, Miles Turner he gonna pull Chet away from the goal.
Yeah,
You ain't finna be able to load up like you did against Minnesota.
nah, nah.
Oh, that's
That's
what we
that's
talking about right
I
there.
still ain't giving them a chance, but I'm rocking OKC in 6. I get them 2 games, man.
You know what I said, bro? I think respectably, 6 games.
I'm going too
But
far. OKC in 5.
I'm gonna say, but real shit, probably 5. I ain't
Niggas
gonna
is
hold
hey.
you. Like,
I'm trying to fill out the script, man, because you know they already got it wrote in, man, and they trying to
they
get the money
already
out of
finna be
it.
done before Father's Day, bro.
I finna
We
say
used
they
to have,
kind of want to stretch it to around Father's Day, but yeah, that shit might be over in
Them,
about
yeah,
six
bro. Like,
days, man.
them Boston winning five.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Man, I
so.
okay.
can't remember.
I
Yeah, I was gonna
okay.
say that I
Yeah,
can't
them
remember.
niggas don't be, bro.
Oh,
We
they
don't
was
get
highly
Father's Day
disappointed with
playoff.
last year now.
We don't get
Yeah.
Father's Day finals no more. Goddamn, these
Alright,
niggas be
that's
done.
cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Can we get to what we came here for though?
Let's do it.
We just spent
All
like
right
30
then,
minutes
Jay
on that.
Mills.
Let me just
You're
go
right.
ahead and
Goddamn.
just look. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm sick of tired of talking about the NBA. Cause my boy is already out, so fuck the NBA.
Who was your boy?
Anyways, man, we moving on to week 1 of the college football season, man. And as y'all all know, bro, we are really true diehard college football fans, man. That's really why we started this sports podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's our bread and butter. That's what we love to do, and so that's what we're gonna go ahead and get into right now, man. Week 1, bro. We got an excellent slate of games, man. Um, none bigger than Texas at Ohio State, and I feel like that's a really good jumping off point. Wag, obviously you disagree, so go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it to you first. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I just want to know your thoughts. Like you know what I'm saying, everything from who you think gonna be they starting quarterback to how you think Ohio State gonna look. They just lost a lot of people to the NFL. They is coming off a national championship. They done lost their defensive coordinator, lost the offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Everything, man. But just go ahead and get your breakdown, man. We're gonna kick it off. Texas and Ohio State. I said Wag. Wag, are you with me? Or did I lose you? Wag?
So
Oh.
as far as Texas and Ohio State goes, I guess that is like the big, opening game that everybody cares about to seeing, like the one that everybody's like, oh shit. Um, when we first got to delve into this shit, we got to look at who's going to be starting at quarterback for both teams. Texas, I'm pretty sure we already know they locked in with like with all the money they've been giving that nigga. He better be the goddamn starter at this point. All right, like it shouldn't be a question and shit. He done made like 2 or 3 other quarterbacks transfer. Like this is his team now. Quinn went to the draft instead of coming back because of that nigga. Like that's his team now. Ohio State's a little bit more interesting because it's like you know people think it's Julian saying, but like I don't know because there's been people that are saying he hasn't looked the best up there. Some people pushing for Aaron Nolan to start or whatever, but I don't know about that shit. I think it's pretty much going to be a Archman and Julian saying game, especially at least for that first game. Um, as far as early predictions for that team, Ohio State, they always keep something in the cupboard on defense. I don't really know as many of their names on defense outside of Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles, but they're going to replenish the trenches. It's going to be some 5-star we haven't ever fucking heard of playing edge for them. We know what their receivers are. Them niggas been recruiting 5-stars for the past name however long, back to back to back. So their receivers should be good. O line's a question though, so I'm not sure about that. And Texas has a pretty good D line coming back, as well as front seven. Texas receivers are some unsung guys, some guys you already like did our 5 stars but haven't really done anything yet. O line should be good despite having to replace Kelvin Banks and a couple other guys on the interior. Um, Defense as a whole for Texas should be about as good as last year, if not better. But still, that first game, Arch Manning, because is that game on the road?
That's what I
Is
want to
it
know.
on
Is it in
Columbus? It
Columbus?
is in Columbus. Big new kickoff. It is in Columbus.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Not gonna be
Arch
cold.
first big game for Arch Manning or Julian saying I don't expect either to play elite, but give me the guy with the better receivers. Give me Ohio State that first game.
Okay. Okay. I need to remember to actually let me just go ahead and tap in with you real quick. I think that the game is gonna come down to uh basically it's gonna be uh Texas's defense versus Ohio State's defense. I mean, you know what I'm saying, when we get into those early games, those early matchups, it is going to be about the defense because offense typically takes a little bit more time to gel. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's one thing to go through spring ball and fall ball and yada yada yada, but it's a different thing when you playing in the horseshoe in front of 110, 115, however many they see that there. It's a whole different ball game and stuff. Um, Now I will say that I want to give Arch Manning the benefit of the doubt. I don't think Arch Manning is going to have a successful season based off of the hype because like the only successful way that Arch Manning can live up to the hype is, you know what I'm saying, winning the highs and winning national championship. He's just been built up too high and I don't know if he can meet that high. But we shall see. But that being said, man, I am also going to take Ohio State. Mostly just because they are at home. Like I said, them early season matchups, it does. I think that the defense got to carry you, and the home field advantage is going to have to carry you. Now it is at big noon, so it won't be as raucous of an arena as, you know what I'm saying, if they was playing at like 8 p.m. or whatever.
That is
But yeah,
that big games up there.
I mean, that's they upset about that too, though. They upset about that. They got a whole
That's
Ohio
that's
State
tradition.
legislature. They, you know what I'm saying? They trying to sue. They trying to say, Fox, you can't do this to us no more. We want night games and stuff. Which I feel on that, but that's a separate issue. But as far as just that game, man, I am gonna take Ohio State in that game. I'm not sold on Julian saying, but I am sold on Jeremiah Smith. I am sold on Caleb Down. Ryan Day has earned a bit of respect from me. I've been a Big Ten hater, but I was a big Ryan Day hater. He couldn't win the big games until he did. He's won the big games. I think we need to put some respect on his name. So give me Ohio State in that one.
No more,
Now let's get Draco.
Jesus
Whoever.
Christ.
no more Chip Kelly. How much does that impact the Ohio State offense? Hmm.
I mean, but you got to remember. Well, as far as like if you talking about Chip Kelly, I know that that was the offensive mastermind. He's going on to the NFL now. Um, But I mean, he had the wide receiver guy, Heartland, whatever his name is. You know, he's the reason why Ohio State is even in the conversation for wide receiver youth. He's been there for a while. I would assume that he's been learning from the previous offensive coordinators. So we'll see how he can draw up a game plan, see what kind of plays that he can call and stuff. But I'm willing to give him a shot. I'm willing to give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
I think Ohio State wins that game. I think they. I choose. I go with Ryan Day over Steve Sarkisian. Me personally, I think that's what it's gonna boil down to. Y'all saying
Really?
defense, really? Y'all saying defense? I say, who gonna make the big play? Somebody's gonna have to break it open. I'm very interested in looking at them receivers from Texas, though. You know, they had a couple guys leave. They got two incoming freshmen, Lockett and French. I know gonna see the field. Sarkisian gonna put them out there. Um,
I forgot they got French.
Arch had 2 years to sit back and learn. Every time we seen him come in the game, it's a boot left, scramble right, handoff. So I want to see exactly what he gonna look like. If he's gonna be all hyped up, because you know he damn the number one pick already. But and playing in Columbus, bro, we seen what happened when y'all go up there. Shit. We seen what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be tough early, but I think Ohio State pull away in the second half. I think uh
Yeah.
they have adjustments made, and I think by the second half, that defensive line is gonna be eaten. Just like Wag said, you know they're gonna have a fucking 5-star from goddamn nowhere come out the blue. But give me Ohio State. I got Ohio State by 10.
Like that. I ain't even get no point spread, but that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm
Elo.
rolling with Ohio State in the close one as well. I want to lean towards Sark, but his defense just I think he lost a lot defensively as far as like his major contributors, and I don't see him replenishing his defense that fast, because he's more of an offensive guy, of course. And I believe Ohio State has the upper hand with, what are we gonna do coming into this game because we know that their game plan is gonna be fine, four and shade his way. You don't know what Ohio State got coming out of the backfield. Oh, and to Wad's point, what they do now? Air Nolan. Air Nolan is gone, so it's
Yeah,
all Julian saying.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm tripping. That's just saying, and
Yeah,
all of
it's
them
all on
quarterbacks
Julian
transferred,
saying.
didn't it? Saying,
Yeah,
Devin Brown, Aaron Nolan, all the niggas transferred, didn't it?
all on gone. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
all on Julian. Um,
That
I'm
kind
not
of
sold
speaks
on him.
to that. I was gonna say that kind of speaks to no, but see that when you say that, that kind of speaks to the faith that the coaching staff has there. To be at least, coaching staff is saying like, "Yo, Saintsman, they got that
They
means we
mad
need
on them
that in
Ohio State message
practices."
boards.
Man,
Does
no,
it
the
speak to
coaching
the
staff
coaching
is
staff,
mad.
or does that speak? Actually another conversation, but I think that more so leans to niggas don't want to compete these days.
Very true. Very true.
They
No,
jumping out the window as soon as they get
no,
a
they don't.
chance.
When you think about what he got on the outside, bro, you don't have to do too much.
Yeah, I don't have to do much at
Don't
all.
have to
But
You
do
really don't have to be that
so.
guy. You just
like
have
I
to be
said,
a guy.
you're shading a lot towards foe. You're trying to find foe every play, and we know they done lost two running backs to the NFL. So
That
you
was
don't
a
really
big
know how
part of
to
that
game
offense.
plan. You don't really know how to game plan for that. So you got to see what they're going to do with the run game as well. So that game is really going to come down to how can Texas adjust.
Yeah,
Ohio State keep a running
because that's
back.
not the
They
same
keep
Ohio.
a
Yeah,
weird.
you keep they keep.
It's gonna be a number 39 come out there, gonna try this ass out there, gonna run for 160. You know what I'm saying?
But how can you adjust to it? You know what I mean? Because he go do what he do.
That is
But
a
at the
key
same time, I
point.
do tip hat off to Texas. I will get a shout out to Texas here because this is the second year in a row that Texas has opened up in the first couple of weeks playing
Come,
the defending national champion.
come.
Yep, that's true.
I don't
Well,
think
So
big
they
I
will.
shouts
will
out to
tip
them.
my hat off to them.
Big shouts
The
out to them
rest of
for
that
sure.
schedule ass, but they sure did.
Hey man, hey, let's give us one good out of conference game, man. I ain't even mad at
But hey, it don't matter who you play no more. You just gotta win. You gotta win 10 or 11 games, bro. It don't matter who you play.
True that, true
Shoot,
that.
the way it's
Ten
looking,
and
if they
two.
move, they move how they trying to move. You ain't got to win, but a 9 or 10.
Exactly. But right now, as it stands today, you just gotta win 10 or 11. One good one.
Slow down, buddy.
Oh no, no, no! I'm finna jump. I'm finna jump ahead to the night game because I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying. We got Bama, Auburn, and Florida State fans here, so I'm trying to hit the big games that don't involve those teams, so I can finish up with our personal teams and stuff. But let me go ahead and jump in. Like I said, Texas and Ohio State. That's a top five matchup. We're gonna jump into a top 10 matchup. We got LSU at Clemson. But I believe it's
Ooh, I
actually a
forgot about
neutral
that.
site game. I think it's actually technically a neutral site game. I think Clemson is technically the home team, but I think it is a neutral site game. That one's gonna be the prime time matchup. Now that game I'm super interested in, and I really want to hear y'all opinions on that because just to set the scene for y'all, uh,
We finna
Cade
see what
Klubnik, Cade Klubnik, and what's buddy name? Nussmeyer, Nussmeyer.
Best quarterback
they
in it.
swear he the best quarterback in the SEC. By the way,
Bro,
Best
they
JR.
quarterback in the
favorite. They
SEC.
favorites for the Heisman. They are favorite for the Heisman's and stuff. So let me go ahead. I'm actually gonna start off with Draco here on this time, man. But let me hear what you got to say because Clemson is in the ACC. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick it to you first, man. And just how you feel about Cade, how you feel about Nussmeyer, Heisman hopes, how you think this game gonna go.
All right, so y'all should know. Don't nobody else know, bro. I'm a big Gary Nussmeyer, big Gary Nussmeyer fan. Pretty sure I taught him up a little bit. You can all you want, nigga. I don't nobody care. Anyway, you said it's a night game too.
It is a night game. That's the prime time matchup. That's that for us. It'll be
If,
Yeah, I
six
think it
if
thirty.
is the
LSU lose,
primetime
it's
matchup.
Brian
It
Kelly's
is
fault.
the. Yeah.
If LSU lose, it's gonna be Brian Kelly's fault. Now nobody on the field. It's gonna be Brian Kelly's fault. You know what I'm saying? But
My nigga.
Clemson defense, they got a lot of guys coming back. Cade Klubnik, bro, he's underperformed. I'm not gonna hold you. I like him, but he hasn't taken a step yet. Like since damn freshman year, bro. Like I haven't seen a step taken yet. He started to play a little better at the end of the year last year. Like he started the game with more confidence, but I'm not sure if it's the coordinator because um, Dabo been running through coordinators, but I can't put my faith in them. And Phil Moffitt's gone, so we got to see who they're gonna have in that running back room. They got two good receivers though, still coming back. But I think LSU
Who's
too much, bro. I ain't
who,
like, huh?
who's left in that running back room? Do you know?
I don't, because it was a two-headed monster for
What
the
I was gonna
last
say,
two
it
Yeah.
years.
wasn't a. It
Yeah.
wasn't really a great running back room to begin with. It wasn't
No, it was a
bad.
veteran running back room.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
that's what it was. But now they got some young bucks coming, bro. They got some young DBs. That's some dogs. But
I trust Dabo to recruit some backs if he don't do
oh, the
nothing else.
defense gonna be legit still. But
I was
bro,
gonna say, bro, that's not even the highlight for me.
what?
Clemson D line. Shout out to
I ain't even gonna bring
Parker,
it up because
man.
them boys keep four. When they keep six, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna
TJ
hold
Parker so fire, dog. And I don't say that shit just because I know the nigga. Like that nigga, the steps he took from the time he was in high school to now, that man exploded into that man could righteous play his way into being number one overall next year if he ain't careful, goddamn. Like that nigga nice. Like, and the fact that they got three more just like his ass, then three more behind their ass.
you. LSU got a good line though. See that's gonna be a
LSU,
good match.
even losing Emory Jones and Will Campbell, they still
They
got
got
a
a
good
good
line.
line. Yes, sir. So and then he going against a bro. That might be the best quarterback that niggas gonna face all year, bro. Clemson might face all year.
And Goody said Nuss and Nuss.
Yeah, and like that's probably gonna be the best quarterback Clemson face all year, bro. So, and
Yeah.
I want to see the growth in Nussmeier. I'm a Nussmeier fan. I don't know what you don't like about him,
So it's
bro.
not that I hate him, bro. It's not that I hate him. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I just don't care for gunslingers. I don't care for a nigga that's like, yeah, he gonna do, but he gonna throw a pick or two. I don't want that. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't like that. I just personally
Name
don't like
name
that
his
shit.
running back.
I'm sorry.
Name the run game. You
I
got to
hear
give
you.
him some help, dog. Stop making me throw that bitch 56 times a game, bro.
And that's another problem. Do you think Brian Kelly's gonna really go away from that?
No,
Keep us the name me a
no.
quarterback that he didn't name me a quarterback he didn't throw himself out of games with. You got Jaden Daniels and you're throwing the ball 58 times. Why? For what?
Lie.
You,
Because Jay
you,
Daniels can throw that bitch 58 times. That's
you like,
why.
why are you doing you
Oh,
first no, you even work. And like, bro, you got Deshaun Kaiser, a nigga who you know versus the schedule you playing, can at least get a little wiggle on a read option. You still throwing the ball 50 times a game. Why?
Because
So that's
Brian
my
Kelly's a
uh,
thing.
shitty coach, but okay.
so I mean,
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna say,
mean
bro, that's my always
Draco.
gonna be my thing. I believe LSU succeeds in spite of Brian Kelly, not because of that nigga. Like,
We
I
got a
think
whole
LSU
segment.
gonna
That's
show
a
the
whole
world
segment that I'm
next year.
finna talk
They're
about
gonna shock
too.
the world early. They're gonna put the world
I
on
got
notice.
that on that too. But anyways, Draco, back to you, man. Draco, just real quick, man. Clemson, LSU, who you got winning that one?
LSU.
And I'm gonna kick it over to. Oh, you got LSU.
LSU.
Oh, you got LSU. Okay, okay. I didn't expect that one. All right. I did not expect that one. All right.
LSU, bro.
Hello. You still here with me? Clemson and LSU, man. Who you got, man?
Ah,
What's your breakdown? Your thoughts?
ah.
I ain't really got much to break down on it, man. I think the defensive front is gonna be a game changer for LSU. I mean, not for LSU, for Clemson. LSU defense, man. Them boys spooky. They always will be spooky as long as Brian Kelly is their coach. Harold Perkins, he needs to get in the transfer portal.
You know what I heard?
He ain't going
They
nowhere.
finna play that nigga at nickel.
Man, that shit
Like,
No,
fake as fuck, cuz. That shit gotta be fake, cuz. Stop.
y'all heard that for real?
Don't bring
so,
no bullshit.
so
I
like,
see that shit on
You
Twitter.
serious?
I see that shit on
my
Twitter, but
point
I don't bring
proven.
no
Like,
bullshit.
They
Go ahead,
finna
Lo.
play that nigga
Go
at
like
ahead,
nickel.
Lo. No, no,
And
no,
they
no.
finna let
I
Will they
believe
Whit
Brian
Weeks.
Kelly
They
is
finna
going to
let Whit
coach
Weeks
them out
play
of that
Harold
game.
Perkins spot. They finna play Harold Perkins play
That's
nigga.
serious? You serious?
Bro,
Nah,
that shit
bro.
He's
went
That's
going
around
to
on
coach
Allegedly.
them
Twitter.
out of the game.
there's
That
no
shit
way,
went
bro.
around on Twitter today, bro, and I see that shit. I was like, "There's no way they're that stupid, bro." I refuse to believe
Allegedly,
that
that's what
shit.
they doing.
I
Bro, there's no way,
refuse
If
to
he
bro.
ain't
believe
that
that
nickel,
shit,
he probably going to be a nose guard, but
bro. I
he
will
go
say
out.
that though is that they don't use Harold Perkins the correct way because his freshman year, that perk 40, bro.
Perk
I was
40
like,
was a
I do
fool.
not feel like
Perk 40
dealing with
was
this
a
nigga for
fool,
3 years.
doc.
I do not feel like dealing with this nigga for 3 years.
He
And then all
showed
of a
you
Nigga
what
talking about,
sudden,
he weighed 220. Why you letting him play edge? Because he good at it.
shit,
he showed what position he
man,
played. He showed what position he played. And then they moved him there.
Why you letting him
man,
play edge? Because he good at it. The fuck? Why would you
They
let Will
moved.
Anderson play
man.
it? Because he good at it. The fuck? Weight don't
Like
mean
I
shit
said,
at edge no more, low key. It's all about what you do with it.
Nah, go ahead, Elo. Go ahead, Elo. I got
Club
go
Nick
ahead,
ain't
Elo.
got to be spectacular in that game.
No,
Um, I feel like Clemson defensive front go in that game for them.
right, right.
Clemson always find a way to win those
Yeah,
big games that they shouldn't even be in anyway.
yeah.
I don't know what
Outside
Dabo
Dabo.
got cooking
Hey,
up there, but
outside Dabo, cause
he will
Jesus.
he be pulling
outcoach
them
your
bitches out.
ass. When everything on the line, he will outcoach your ass.
Shit, he be
You got
pulling them
Jesus,
bitches
bro.
out.
He got Jesus.
Bro, they got that divine entity, that divine intervention, bro. Cause there's some
Deep down in
games
his
that they
soul.
should
I'm
not
betting
be
on
winning,
Nuss,
but
man.
they
I'm
do
betting on
be
Nuss in that
winning,
offense
man.
that LSU dog.
When I like Nuss,
Man,
I don't believe in Nuss coach.
I
Me
don't
neither.
believe in us,
And
coach
that's my
either.
thing.
Go ahead, Wade. You got the flow.
Uh, That's all I really want to say is just tell me why Brian Kelly's going to win a big game. Tell me why I should believe in Brian Kelly to win a big
Because
game.
it's early. He crashes and burns late. That's the only
Yeah,
reason
but
I'm going with
remember
it. He
those
burns
early Notre
late,
Dame?
not early.
Yeah,
And then
but
look,
remember those.
you got to think, bro. He can't afford to lose this game. You know what I'm saying? He can't afford it. Because look, you lost 3 years ago, Florida State, when Florida State losing record 5-7. You lost again to Florida State. Can't really say they went 13-0. But you had the fucking Heisman Trophy winner. Then you went to fucking Southern
Okay,
California,
first of all,
and you
that's
lost
a
again. You can't lose,
that's
bro. Back is up
that
against the wall, dog.
that's a bigger issue in and of itself because how do you have Jaden Daniels, Brian Thomas, and Malik Neighbors, and your crowning achievement is we beat Bama on a trick 2-point conversion in overtime?
Overtime.
Hell
Hold on,
yeah!
hold on. They had Booty too. I just want to throw that out there. Booty was different in college.
Come
It
on,
was
man.
different.
Bro.
He
Like,
was different outside Malik
come
Neighbors.
on, man.
I mean, he
He
was
was
Like
outside
different.
Malik Neighbors.
that's what
He
you
was
had,
different.
and that's what you did with it. If you'd have had that versus Notre Dame schedule, they would have
Hey
played.
man, we
If
talking
you,
about LSU and Clemson, cuz. You get sidetracked, cuz. Can I bring you back, cuz? I'm so sorry. We was talking about
I
LSU and
hate that
Clemson.
nigga. I hate that nigga so much.
That nigga.
I just want to know your opinions on LSU versus Clemson in the year of our Lord 2025. That's what I want to know.
You
No,
watch too much Josh Pate.
no, just no. Everything
I
LSU.
be tapped in. I be tapped in.
That's my future.
Um,
That's no.
no. So who you got, Clemson? You want to give a final score? Think about it. Take a second.
Ding.
I said 8 seconds, nigga, not 3.
Yeah, that nigga stuck.
I'm talking about done. Can you not hear us anymore? What the
That
fuck?
nigga stuck. That bitch.
What did you say?
It jumped
Oh
dimensions,
man,
nigga.
fuck out of here. Anyways, cuz let me go ahead and
I
get my
swear to
thoughts
God, I
real
didn't
quick.
hear you.
Let me go ahead and get my thoughts. It's all good. I also have Clemson in this game, and I think the difference is gonna be the defense. I think K Club nigga is gonna go for a good 280. Probably 3
What?
touchdowns, no picks,
Passing?
man. I don't have any faith whatsoever in LSU's defense. I've seen LSU's defense. I have no faith in their defense, bro. Like because like we all have said, they don't know how to use the perk 40. And if you don't know how to use the perk 40, then that's just raps. That's just GG's, bro. Perk 40 is a motherfucker that can change the game. He's Will Anderson. I actually low key couple years ago, I would have told you that the Perk 40 was better than Will Anderson. But like I said, they don't know how to use the motherfucker. So
It was
shit,
scary at one
if
point.
you gonna be a dumbass and put that man out there to be an off ball backer to drop into a zone or some shit, then cool. Then he could stay on the field. If you gonna be a dumbass and put him at nickel cornerback, then cool, put him on the field. That motherfucker is an edge rusher that needs one job and one job only, and that's get to the quarterback. But if you're not going to give him that job, he's basically, I ain't going to say he's useless on the field. He's still an amazing athlete and all of that good shit. But that motherfucker needs to be rushing the quarterback every single down. And if you're not going to do that, then your defense ain't going to be shit. That motherfucker's a game changer. So yeah, give me Clemson, man. Damn, are we all in agreement on the first two picks? We all
No,
picked
I'm the
Ohio
only.
State and
That was my thing. So I'm the only one that chose LSU.
oh you
Yeah,
chose
he thinks
LSU.
LSU wins.
Okay.
I just
Draco Stradamus.
like you said, bro. As long as you don't know how to use Perkins, like, and there's so many people. This is the last thing I say before we move to the next thing or whatever, or where Elo, if he has another point to get off, let him get it off. But as long, like, people say he's making him play off ball linebacker because he's looking at his NFL future. If he's not good at it, that's not his future in the NFL. His future, he stands a fighting chance at edge and outside at off ball linebacker. I don't know. But damn sure not at nickelback if that's true that what they doing. If they want him and Whit Weeks on the field at the same time.
Okay, yeah, I wrap that up. So what point are they trying to make by that being his NFL position? Why can he not play edge at the league?
He's too small. He's only
They
six
said the
two and
same thing about
220.
Micah.
Man, they said the same thing about a lot of motherfuckers, but yeah.
He's too small is what I'm just telling you what they said. They said
Mm-hmm.
he's too small.
Nah, that is what they said. That is what they said. I think it's bullshit though.
They
That
act
man
like
is
he
the
Eric
best edge
Striker, bro.
rusher I've ever seen.
Eric
What?
Striker was 5'11", 198 trying to play edge. You ain't gonna make it, bro. But
So y'all don't think LSU can get a couple stops?
I think Clemson could get more stops. I think Clemson could get more stops. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Y'all forget what that
Um,
LSU offense look like?
nah, I've seen it. I've
mm,
seen it. We held them to 6 points. So like, you know what I'm saying? It don't really strike fear in my heart. Like that LSU offense don't strike fear in my heart. That does not
That
look
was
like a
on the
good enough.
downfall. I don't know. I think they quit on Brian Kelly. I don't know what they had
Bullshit,
going
bullshit.
on.
No, because y'all always do that shit. Y'all always
wait,
do that
say that
shit when they
again,
They,
come
Draco.
to
they
Bama.
so if they quit on him last year, it's gonna be
Y'all
different now.
always do that
You
shit,
know,
bro.
it's
I hate when
somebody.
y'all
It's
do that
somebody
shit.
the tail end of the season, bro. It's like I don't know if
Okay,
he lose the locker room.
That's the
Gusto
best
just went
part.
off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, bro. But I've
that's
seen
what
them boys
they said.
constantly
One,
put up
two, three
40.
next year.
I've seen
Man,
LSU constantly put up a 40 piece on people's head.
man,
Clemson,
until they play
not
Bama.
so much.
Until they
They
play
not
Bama,
built
bro.
to school like that.
Until they play, y'all do this shit every single year. Every single year, LSU is
I
fire as
fucking struck
fuck,
the nerve.
and
This
then
nigga
they
over the
play
clapping.
Bama, and then after they play Bama, then it's they weren't really nobody. Oh, they was really trash. They was supposed to be average and shit. Every single year, bro, these motherfuckers be predicted to be top
Hey,
five,
they
top
did.
eight, or
They
some
made them
shit.
look bad. They did
Bruh.
quit on that
And then
game.
after that,
They
They
after
may
no,
lost
no,
did
no,
quit
but
that
they
game.
didn't
before.
quit. They might have quit during the
They
game.
lost
They
the
might
week
have quit
before.
during the game, but
They,
before the game, no. Nussmeyer was a
they
Heisman
lost the
favorite.
week
These
before.
motherfuckers was what, like 8-1 or some shit. These niggas was playoff bound, SEC
I was gonna say,
championship,
my God, that was
possible.
a
They
Like, no,
BCA
them
Niggas talking
motherfuckers
about
situation.
was
if
in
we
some
beat
shit
Bama this
until
week,
they
they
play
we
lost,
can
Bama.
go to the
And
bro.
playoffs.
then when
They
they
lost.
beat Bama, once
Y'all
again,
not
every
forget
single year,
that they
they
lost to Texas A&M the week before, or just 2 weeks prior.
mm-mm. They didn't fucking no, that wasn't it. Hold on, wait.
It
Oh
might
wait,
have been
no, I'm
Ole
getting off
Miss,
track. I'm getting
one
off
of the
track.
two.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
But for sure, they
Cause see
had
now I
Jacob
gotta
coming
look at
off a
this shit.
loss. I
Now I
think
gotta
both of
look
y'all
this
coming
shit
off a
back.
loss, wasn't it?
Nah, we had one the week before. No, we was off the week before. We always off
I know that's
before.
what I'm saying, but y'all had lost to Tennessee or some shit, right? No.
Nah, that should have
No,
been the
because
week
we
before.
beat.
I think Mizzou
Did we
was
play
after
Tennessee
Tennessee.
before or after Missouri? I don't
I
remember.
was gonna say I think Mizzou was after. Yeah, that was my first thought. I think Missouri was
Pretty sure
after
we played them after.
because we needed that shit. But anyways,
Play the
though,
game.
man. Moving on to the next game. Moving on to the next game. Now we can get into our personal shit. I was gonna start with Lo and Auburn and shit, but since we was talking about Bama and shit, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk
Now,
about this. You don't want to talk about that one first. You want to go to
say
Auburn
that shit
first?
last, man. Say
Oh,
that shit
okay.
last, man.
All right then. All right then. I understand. I understand. I
Back on the
understand.
block.
Well then. Well then, in that case, we are gonna kick it over to the LO. Or do you want somebody else to start y'all Auburn and Baylor game? Actually, I'll start y'all Auburn and Baylor game because I do have some thoughts. Y'all better not go into fucking Waco, Texas, and be bullshitting, bro. Because them motherfuckers come. That
Man,
is
quit
not a
playing with
bad
them
team, bro.
folks. They
That
finna
is
beat the
not a
shit out of
bad
Baylor. Quit
team,
playing
bro.
with them
Who
folks.
not a
Hold on,
bad team?
Baylor.
You talking outside of your neck. I don't even want to hear your
Baylor,
take no
Quit
Baylor
more.
is not
playing
a
with them
bad
folks, man. I
team,
hate
bro.
Auburn too, but goddamn.
Baylor is not a bad team,
Getting
bro.
hot, this bitch. Okay.
Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, bruh. Baylor got some shit cooking up over there, cuz.
They finna,
You
especially
praying
if
and hoping. This nigga ain't tapped into nothing Baylor, but he talking about they got something cooking up over there.
I seen Baylor when they played
nigga, if they
Colorado,
start Walker
goddamn.
White, give me Auburn
And what
by
the
3
fuck did
scores.
Colorado do when they play a quality opponent? And I love the Bucks because I love
Oh
Prime.
shit.
But when they stepped on the field with BYU, what happened?
Smack.
Oh
The
shit.
only way you get this man to go against Colorado is if you talk about them damn Tigers.
Oh
If
nah.
Walker White is Baylor's starter, oh boy.
It's over with.
Matter of
If
fact, actually,
Walker
let's talk
White
Oh,
is
about
shit.
Baylor's
Colorado.
starter, oh
Cause
boy.
who Colorado play?
Who's the quarterback? E?
Colorado.
Quarterback what?
Auburn.
Man, they paid
Gonna
that
be
man too much money.
what you call it? Better from
Lim,
Oklahoma.
Arnold,
Oh yeah.
Jackson Arnold, yeah.
5 star.
man, the dumbass nigga the other day told me it was
Five
gonna be
star,
Deuce.
I think that's a better offense for him.
Deuce is not gonna
Oklahoma
start,
offense is
man.
not too
I
good, man.
tried to tell that nigga that, man.
Deuce gonna play, but Deuce is not gonna start, man. And people need to get that out of their head. I don't know that they saw it on the spring, bro. But it's two of them in the
I
spring.
really wish niggas would quit doing that to themselves.
I really wish niggas would stop thinking that just because you're a freshman and you got the hype behind you, you need to come in and
You
start.
got to be a different nigga to play as a freshman, for real, for real. Usually.
Yeah, we getting
Oh, that
sidetracked,
school
but
was trash.
nigga, that's a lot of pressure for you to come in and ball because you got to ball for 3 years now.
Right. You got to keep it up. But anyway.
But yeah, though,
But
Auburn and Baylor. Go
JR
ahead, go
said he
ahead.
taking Baylor, man. Go
I
ahead.
didn't say I was taking Baylor. I did not say I was taking
He
Baylor. I
said
was
that.
saying that if y'all motherfuckers go in there bullshitting, y'all walk into Waco, Texas on that bullshit that y'all usually be on. Because my thing with Auburn, bro, I ain't gonna lie. With Auburn, bro, y'all have supposed to be so much better than y'all are for the past several years, bro. Um, but y'all just hire the worst coaches, and then y'all don't give the decent coaches y'all give enough time and shit. That being said, I
Like
think
who?
Hugh Freeze is the
Cause,
worst
cause,
coach
cause, cause
ever.
pause. Cause who?
He said,
Cause you talking outside of your neck. Cause who?
Nah, cause I think Harson was straight. I actually like Harson, bro. I actually like
Harson did
Harson,
not
bro.
recruit. Harson
But
did
he
not
had the
recruit.
game plans though. I
I
like
don't give a
Harson
fuck
though,
about
cause
a
y'all
game
should have
plan if
kept
you don't
Harson,
have no
cuz.
players.
Y'all should have
If you
kept
don't
Harson,
have
cuz.
players, I bet.
no.
Spoken like a true non-competitor. Carry on.
What you mean, cuz? I like Harson as a coach, cause Hugh Freeze. I think Hugh Freeze is the worst coach. No bullshit, no bullshit, no bullshit. You're right. I don't think Harson was a good, but I think he's a better coach than Hugh Freeze though, and I dead ass believe that Hugh Freeze is a terrible fucking coach. Like
You
he
think Hugh
is a
Freeze is a
horrible
terrible
coach and
coach?
shit. Horrible
You
coach,
said
bro.
who was a better coach than Hugh Freeze?
Hugh Freeze or Harson? If it was my program, I would take Harson over Hugh Freeze, bro.
That's
You
I
smoking
crazy.
dick.
Hugh
You said
Freeze is a
Harson over
That's
terrible
Hugh
coach,
Freeze. Boy, quit this shit.
crazy,
bro.
bro.
You smoking big. What flavor is it?
And
That's that
what
shit you
company?
supposed to taste
Bruh,
like
I
ribs,
died,
ain't it?
What
bruh.
company?
I don't fuck with Hugh Freeze, bro. Cause what has Hugh Freeze done besides beat Bama twice? What else has he fucking done, bro?
He had a 9 or 10 win season, which is
At
equivalent to what
Liberty,
Lane
at
Kiffin had.
Liberty, at
No,
Bring
Liberty.
he
Ole
went
Miss out the
undefeated
stump.
at Liberty.
Bring
Yeah,
Ole
He
Miss
that's
out
at
went
the
Liberty
stump.
though.
he went 10 or 11 at Liberty.
Bring Ole Miss out the dumps is what he did, bro.
He had 9 to 10 wins at Ole Miss, which is equivalent to what Lane Kiffin has done.
Fuck all that.
I
He
don't think
started
Lane
the
Kiffin
Ole
is a
Miss
great
shit.
coach either, but
Like
go ahead.
Yeah,
he
he was
started.
recruiting like Lane Kiffin is now then.
I'm not fucking with Hugh Freeze because I've never liked Hugh Freeze as a coach.
He
I
a
don't
bad
think
coach,
he's a
but
good coach,
saying he
bro.
better than he worse than Harsin is crazy.
Because why?
Harsin
What did Harsin? How much time was he at Harsin? Well, how much time was Harsin at Auburn, bro?
Harsin was at Auburn a year and a half, and he had 3 recruits.
I thought it
That
was two.
nigga didn't recruit nobody. Game
And that's your
next.
problem.
Like,
You come to
what
the
was the
South.
win loss
Fail.
You
record
come
though?
to the
What was the
South and
win
you
loss
handling
record?
your players. Huh?
I said, what was the win loss record though? What?
He
How
went
did he
six
coach
and
on the
six
team?
his first year, and then his last year he didn't win a game outside of the first weekend of October, I believe, and that's what got him
And he
out of there.
got canned, didn't he?
What was that, like 5-8 or some
I thought
shit,
it was
or
that 2
7 and
years.
8 or
10 last
7 and
number
9?
of years some
He
change.
didn't finish his second year. Cadillac took over.
Yeah, he got canned. So that
He
nigga
didn't
went
win a
like
single game in October.
I was gonna say that nigga went like
Yeah, see, I like him,
9
cuz y'all
and
should have kept
12
him,
or
cuz.
some shit.
Y'all should have kept him, bro. Trying to tell you, cuz y'all should have kept him, bro. That was the coach
Spoken like
y'all
a true
needed.
Bama fan. Y'all should have kept what's his name?
You
Nick
shut up.
Saban, I agree. Yep,
He does
I
not
agree.
speak for
Nah.
all of us. You shut up.
We should have just broke the
He
bank
do
for him,
speak for all
goddamn.
y'all. Y'all should have kept that goofball. They got
Um,
proto career in it.
hey man, chill out, cuz. That's not a pro team.
Nah, you
That's
started this
real
shit.
unnecessary for you to bring that
You
up.
started this
That's
shit.
that's real unnecessary.
My bad, cuz. My
I be
bad.
chilling.
I just be
So
wanting
what
to
your
bust
Don't
your
score
nobody
ass
is?
bring up
sometimes.
Trey Mason smoking spice in the streets because of Gus, but you want to bring up Tyrone Prothrow.
That one had
That's
nothing to do with
fucked up.
Gus. That was the NFL did that to him. That was LA.
No,
My boy
that was
went to
Gus
LA
running
and
that
got
nigga
on that
48
PCP.
times.
That
Head to
That
wasn't
boy
toe
went
LA.
to
doing that
LA.
That was
shit.
Fisher. Fisher
That
did
boy
that,
went
that
that
nigga,
boy
man.
went to LA and got on that PCP. That ain't got
No,
nothing to do
Coach
with Gus.
Fisher, dog.
No, that was you right. Way too many goddamn carries. You sure did get.
That
That boy
motherfucker
went
Coach
out there.
Fisher did that
Went
shit,
out there.
man.
He went out there to Cali and started hanging with the front hand sides, and he started getting wet. He started getting spooky.
Damn, Trey. I
Hey, this
ain't know
nigga
you
the
like to
worst
get
person
wet.
in the world. I
Hold on, man.
He
Oh,
started
Hold on.
getting wet.
wait. Hold on,
Hey,
hold up,
so
hold up, hold
what
up.
your score is, bro? I need a score
I
actually,
was
bro.
just gonna say we got off track. We got off track. That's my bad. That's my bad. I was fucking up. We got off track. Baylor, Arbor, Dello. What's your score prediction?
A score prediction in week 1 is freaking wild just to
Okay,
start
just a
off.
win
Early
loss. Just a
That,
win
prediction.
loss then.
do it.
Just a win loss then. Since you so
that's
scared,
wild. If I gotta
you
go
so
scores,
scared.
I'm going like my defense is gonna be crazy this year. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I want y'all to sleep on them. But
Just told us.
Defense ain't never been a problem.
No, they ain't. It keeps
I want
something.
crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised my defense put up 2 touchdowns first week.
Okay, now that's
Ooh,
all right.
Crazy.
Okay, all right,
I ain't
all
that
right.
sold on that defense.
I
Come on,
like
man.
it. We gotta clip that.
Like
Hold
I
on, I gotta
said,
clip that.
Pick
the
sixes,
Crazy.
defense
Cause that's
defense gonna be
fumble six,
crazy. Yeah.
fumble six. Ooh.
I like that
Um,
secondary a lot coming back. I like Crawford.
and you gotta remember Jay Crawford when they in the dude. Champ Anthony got hurt. He's coming back too.
Yeah, Champ Anthony, Jay Crawford, motherfucking Sylvester
We
Smith.
so loaded that we had to let some guys go on that back
The
end.
two best secondaries in the SEC might be in the state of Alabama.
bruh, it's a whole lot of shit in the state of Alabama, cause bruh, I do like what
I'm trying
Auburn
to
is
come up with a
possessing,
score.
cuz.
I don't know how I want to go.
Hey, bro,
I do
And I
like
got
what
my
that
kicker back.
motherfucker.
stop playing with that offense, bro. Stop playing, man. What's
Which
happening?
offense?
I'm talking
I
to
had
the
to wake up. You had to
my
get somebody to
brother,
run it.
brother.
You had to get somebody to run it, Cole.
You got your boy Jackson, bro. Jackson was highly
Y'all
touted.
said you had to get somebody to run it. I'm not doubting Jackson.
I don't think
Oklahoma had Jackson. Oklahoma had Jackson in a terrible situation.
No O-line or wide receivers is crazy.
Bro, they ain't had no running backs. They was going to get niggas off the practice team to play running back.
The
Bro.
whole offense was niggas off the street.
When they played us, they were down to the 9th receiver.
See what
I
I'm
didn't even
saying?
know you had 9 receivers.
They had corners playing
And they
wide
still beat
receiver
Bama.
3 and
And
4.
put that into perspective. So look,
Shit, they beat us too. Pick 6 star Peyton Thorne. Anyway,
hey, bro, talk about them receivers, man. Talk about your running back. Talk about your receivers, man.
I ain't much to say about my running back. My running back still got a lot to prove.
I like Austin.
Damari Austin, he's a 3 yards in a cloud of dust type
I
of back.
like DeMar Austin.
He ain't. I mean, I ain't got no problem with Damari. He's just not a Jarquez. Everybody expecting him to have this breakout year where he just jump off the board and Demar is gonna do the same thing he did in high school. He's gonna
Watch
be
what
real patient.
Jarquez do in LA, and you'll see how bad Jarquez got underused. Watch what Jarquez do in LA, splitting carries with Kyron Williams. That shit finna be ugly, dog.
Jarquez slowed himself down, especially starting off last year, and then we didn't get him the ball enough. He still averaged like 6 yards to touch this year.
Which is
He just
crazy.
didn't he just didn't get the ball enough.
which is
Because if
outrageous.
he did, the Iron Ball go a little bit different. But
Bro,
anyway,
nobody seen the Iron Bowl
Demar,
out that way, bro. These niggas threw the ball so much. I don't even want to talk about it. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
we
hello,
had
they say
four
y'all
fucking
got.
turnovers. We
They say
forced
y'all
4
got.
turnovers.
To get the ball right back.
Carry on.
I seen
They
two
say
niggas. My bad, man.
I was just saying they say what?
No, I seen two. I seen niggas say y'all had two of the top 10 receivers in the country on y'all team. How you feel about that shit?
Who's
I'm
second
not
one?
going against it. Eric Singleton and
I
Cam
knew
Coleman.
your ass
I
would.
know, but Perry didn't do much last year. Perry didn't.
Eric Singleton, Eric
Oh, Eric.
Singleton, and Cam
Oh,
Coleman.
fuck, y'all got Eric. I
Yep,
forgot
they
about
got
that nigga.
Singleton, and you can pick
Oh,
any
shit.
one of
So
them
look,
niggas
does
that's coming
Perry
back.
play?
Perry is like 4th on the depth chart right now.
Yeah, Perry.
So not much then.
He'll get some burn, but he
Transfer
ain't
portal,
gonna.
right?
Yeah,
Maybe?
nah, he gonna get burned because they gonna try to keep him. It
Oh,
ain't
I
his
forgot
fault. I mean,
about
it's not
Eric
our fault.
Singleton.
He's
Yeah.
not picking it up enough. They say he's not putting it on the field.
Ooh,
That's like natural ability is there,
do
but
you
him
got a
picking up the
quarterback?
And
offense
that's
and
what I
playing
was
full
afraid
speed
of
every
with
play.
him. That's
Him
what
picking
I
up
was
the
afraid
offense
of.
and playing full speed is but keeping him off the field. That like when he's out there, oh, he's making every play you throw his way, he's making it. But they need him. I mean, I can't just throw you out there. You fucking up my plays. So
Auburn had a
Yeah,
scary.
you can't just run your. You can't do your own shit football.
All right,
nah, this ain't high school, bro. And
No,
if you watch his film in high school, he ran a lot of screens and he
he
ran a
ran a
lot of
lot
go
of do
balls.
your own shit football back in high school.
who the
And that's
next
how
game,
it be with
man?
them
So
Uber.
everybody in agreement with Auburn winning against Baylor.
Nah, I'm gonna be the
I don't see
contrarian. I'm
why
gonna
they
take
shouldn't
Baylor.
win
I'm gonna
versus
take
Baylor.
Baylor. Give me Baylor.
I don't
The
see any
game was in
reason
Waco.
why.
Since Hugh freezes they coach,
Keldrick
give me
Falk
Baylor.
finna have him a game.
Because
A year.
Baylor O
Nigga, Clark's
line,
gonna have a year.
A year, but we're gonna start
yeah,
out
that
week
nigga.
1.
What he junior this year?
Sophomore.
Yeah,
Ain't
Yeah, he been
he
playing
junior.
some the top of the
he? They
first
stole
round.
that fuck nigga from Florida State, but he did right. He did right to lead. He did right this week.
I saw what y'all did to Patrick
Speaking
Payne. He did
of
right.
No, Pat Payne did it to
Florida
himself. We
State.
get to admit that.
No, y'all did that to that man.
Speaking
Losing 10
of
games and shit.
That nigga motor is like this, bro.
speaking of Florida
He
State,
LSU.
let's get the conversation started then. Bama at Florida State, week 1. Who want to start it off?
Go
Anybody?
ahead, Draco.
No,
Go
Uh,
ahead.
Draco ain't throwing shit. Nigga, Draco going last.
Go ahead.
I'll start it off.
Nah, I
I'll
want to
start
hear
it
the
off.
shit talk.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna say, Bama got the better wide receivers, better offensive line, better defensive line, better linebackers, better secondary. Quarterback, we'll see. I believe we have the best one, but it's unproven. And then running backs, um, we got you seen what my boy Jam do, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give us the edge at running back
Yeah, we
too.
not worried about him. We got the best running
Um,
back. We not worried about him.
oh
He,
okay.
he ain't got no engine.
Okay, all right. If you say so, Jam ain't got no inch. So yeah, give me Bama. Final score like
That boy started up
38,
like
like
a
13.
76, nigga.
Give me like 38-13, Bama way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go
30
ahead
and
and give
13
y'all the
and
score
dope is
prediction.
crazy, bro. That's disrespectful. And
It is.
renovated
Is
dope. You gonna
It
do me
is.
like that? And
And,
renovated dope?
and the touchdown, y'all gonna get 2 field goals
And rent?
when the game early and
it
shit,
that
and
crazy
y'all
in
gonna score a
2025?
touchdown late when it's bullshit. You like, you know what I'm saying? Once the game over with and shit, y'all score a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Make the score look a little bit better. But give me like 38-13, Bama way. That's real quick.
So what the first half gonna look like?
And first half gonna look like goddamn. If you wanted to score some shit like I ain't gonna lie, like 17-6. Like, you know
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying,
was
at the
thinking,
half.
17-0, but okay. All right.
17-6 or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, first half. And then
So
you
you
know what I'm
just gonna
saying, we figure
disrespect
some
me
shit
to my
out.
face.
Yes,
You ain't
I
gonna
am.
disrespect me behind my back. You just gonna
Yes,
disrespect
I
me to
am.
my face.
I
Because
ain't
I got them
disrespecting you. I'm telling you
42-14.
that
Oh,
like
okay.
Florida State went 2-10 last year, bro. Florida State went 2-10 last year, bro. Like that's just it is what it is. Florida State went 2-10 last year, bro. I don't think you changed that much in a year. Like, you know what I'm
No,
saying? I don't think you changed
no.
that much in a year. Especially not picking up a 5'8" quarterback. Like, bro.
On a on a serious note, yeah, I like Deuce. I like the
Mm-hmm.
receiving core. I don't hate their running backs. The O line leaves a bit to be desired, but it's not.
A bit.
It's serviceable.
Ooh,
Defense, I'm not sure about as far as Florida State. Hell, I'm not sure about our defense. I know we got coming
What
back
you
in the
mean?
secondary, but I need to see
What
how it
you
all
mean you
looks.
not sure
thanks.
about our defense? Anyways, I gotta have a
Nigga,
a
hold on, let
discussion
me
with you.
finish.
Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
need
You're
to
right.
see how
You're right.
all that shit looks together because there's no Deontay for like the first half of the season. Um, I need to see what steps guys took because now you don't have the excuses of this is a new system. Now you're supposed to know this shit. I want to see if this shit actually looks like what it's supposed to. As far like it might be good, but I want to see if it looks like what it's supposed to, if it lives up to its potential. Offense, I'm not too worried about because I know we got a pretty good O line coming back, even though there's some questions at a couple of interior spots. And receivers, we got them in spades. Quarterback should be an Ohio State situation where it's like as long as you get the fucking ball to the people that make the plays, you should be all right. And as far as the running backs go, we got a lot that's not quite proven yet outside of J.M. Miller, but I think it'll end up proving itself, especially with Brian Grubb coming back. Give me back with 42-14. If you're talking about the halftime score, Draco,
42.
I'd probably say it's 24-7 at the half. 24-7 at the half.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Bro, I'm gonna just put it down like this. I know we used to have problems with little small quarterbacks that can run, and Castellanos is not them. Those niggas was first round picks and like generational players, or at least had generational games versus that man not finna do that, bro.
Yeah, I gotta let that crap go, bro. They all are not the same team, bro. Yeah, yeah, I love
Nobody is the same
piggybacking.
team as what they were
No,
from
I'm
back
saying
then.
y'all love leaning back on what y'all history
That's
was
my
with
very
Saban. That's
point.
not
Is
the
we're
same
not the
team.
same
Yeah.
team that falls victim to. Oh, Bama can handle a running quarterback. It's a whole completely different era of football.
Okay. Just making sure.
Our interior linebackers ain't 260 pounds no more, bro.
My fellow
Like,
host over here, he love to go back and talk about what y'all was doing four,
we can
5 years.
talk about the last
Man,
5 years. That still hasn't been the case.
that's cool. I'm just saying.
We
Let's
can talk
not
about the
let's
last
not
five
lean that
years,
way.
bro. We do have a championship in the last 5 years. I know that's something that's like foreign to Auburn fans, but we do have a championship in the last
You
five.
can have a championship in the last 5 years. That regime is gone. It's over with. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, what is a regime when the mentality is the same? No matter who Penn
It's
State coach
not.
has
Y'all
been,
was
it's
just
been
ready
the
to
same.
fry
Ah,
these
It's
niggas
listen.
not
last
the
No
year.
same, boy.
matter who
But
Penn
y'all
State
It's
play.
coach has been,
not.
it's been the
But y'all
same
play the
fucking way they've
nonsense
been
at
playing.
practice, nigga.
No matter who USC coach has been, it's been the same fucking football being played in that bitch for 100 years. No matter who the fuck Ohio
Regime
State coach
is in
is, it's
trouble
been the
with the
same
football
football being
gods.
played. A,
Regime
a school's identity is its identity, just like yours identity is losing.
that is not true, Mr. Waxter. That is not true.
Talk to
How's
him.
it not?
Talk to him.
I'm listening.
Historically, has Florida State not one of those great historic teams? Historically, USC is one of those great teams. It's not just because of your school's DNA. Your program changes over time. Your
I
program
hear you.
adapts, what your head.
But
Like I said
didn't
with
we have this
USC,
same
USC has
conversation?
been in trouble since they screwed over Reggie Bush.
Didn't we have this same conversation about Alabama in 2005, 2006? Y'all niggas ain't won shit in 20 some years. That ain't what y'all are no more.
I didn't have that
Didn't we
conversation
do
with
that?
you.
Didn't
Sorry,
we?
sir.
Didn't
Wrong
we?
guy.
We do this all the
Who is
time. It's
we?
over
Who
until
is
it's
we?
He
not.
I
did.
didn't
He
even know
did
you,
have that
Dan.
conversation.
That was
Yeah,
like
he
10.
did have
Sorry.
that conversation with
I'm
you.
saying that conversation has been had multiple times.
And nobody's not saying that y'all are not
That
capable.
conversation's been had multiple times across sports, dog.
I don't know who the
I
hell
don't
you
know
was
if they can
talking
keep
to
doing
because
it.
I ain't tapped back into nothing in 2005 or 2006. All I was saying is stop leaning back on, you know, what y'all was known for when
You
Saban
right.
was there because it's a
We just
different
gonna have to see.
regime. Cause you're
You
still
right. We
learning.
just gonna have to see.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
You right.
I
We
know
gonna have to see.
historically we struggle with running quarterback. Hey man, stop it. Those guys are gone.
You right. We gonna see.
My question is, have y'all defense changed?
Not mostly. We lost
No.
a couple guys, but our defense pretty much still intact, baby. I told you this. We got a video. Actually, we got a video out on YouTube and shit. Go check it out. We talked about this shit a couple of months ago. But nah, Bama defensively, Bama brought most of it back. I think 9 out of 11 starters.
Cornerbacks, y'all best group on defense.
Our DBs in general, our safeties is crazy.
Yeah,
We got we
that's
got
y'all best
Saab
group.
and we got Hubbard. Oh, y'all, what?
So,
Hubbard finna play himself up. Hubbard is a second
so
round
was y'all
safety at worst.
reliable? Was y'all
Is
bad
that the
against?
little reckless white boy?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
him. So look, look.
Yeah.
Check me. Hold
hmm
on, check me.
hmm
So, was y'all bad against motion? Was y'all defense? Was y'all not
Man,
sound? Was y'all not disciplined on defense? When it
I
came
ain't
Mm.
to a
gonna
lot
lie.
of moving parts, did y'all play very well?
Nah,
Did
listen,
y'all
I got.
eyes stay where they needed to stay?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was, bro. You know the play that hurt us the most this year was that goddamn shovel pass, bro. That goddamn shovel pass cost us games, bro, and we couldn't do
Which
shit
causes which
about
is
it.
a little misdirection
First
in
of all,
zone.
triple option out of the
I'm
shotgun
gonna
is
say
insane. Anyway.
that shit kind of hurts everybody because whatever
Yeah.
you choose
Look,
is the wrong answer.
no matter what you
As
pick,
long as
and what you
yeah,
say that
it's
shit
the
again,
wrong
hello.
answer.
No matter what you pick, you wrong.
That shit was ugly. I'm talking about
Why is it
everybody gashed
every
us
time?
with that shit.
Even nigga, we come on, all of us played. Every time y'all coaches had to go against a triple option offense or one of them wishbone offenses, what they were doing, sweating the whole week, telling y'all, hey,
Stay
That's one
disciplined.
of the hardest offense to get off the field.
Stay disciplined, baby. But look
3
though,
yards at a cloud of
y'all
dust.
answering my
Go
question
ahead.
right
I'm
now.
listening. Yeah.
Who's one of the most creative play callers in today's game? Who does the
oh
most
hell,
with the less when it comes to their
oh,
play calling, man? Hey man, somebody real to me, man. I don't want to hear that all shit. I let y'all
Truth be
talk. I let
told,
y'all get off your chest.
no, you talk,
Hey,
no,
talk,
you
truth
bro,
be
told me
damn.
42-14, nigga. Oh,
I
it
said
personal.
38-17, but okay.
I said WAG, nigga. Is your name
Oh,
WAG?
my bad.
I
My
did
bad. I
say
ain't hear that part.
42-14, Jr.
Damn. Okay. My bad. I
Let's
walked
go
away.
7 and
I
a
walked
half,
away.
man. All right, so let's do it. I'm gonna crank this bitch up. All right, so look, ain't nobody answer my question though. So we got no respect for Gus.
I got respect for Gus. I got
Got
respect
no
for
respect for
Gus.
Gus.
I don't have respect for your quarterback. I don't have respect for your wide receivers, and I
Here
don't
we
have
go.
respect for your offensive
So now
line.
let me
But
explain here.
go
I
ahead.
got 6'6" on the outside. I don't give a
Okay.
two shits about them 6 foot. Y'all got that
Okay.
line.
Okay.
I don't care nothing about that 6 foot DB you got over there. Look, man, the ball don't got to be accurate. You better go ask LSU. The ball don't got to be that accurate, man. Check this out. What y'all gonna do is what will be smart for Bama to do is blitz early, but it's gonna be hard to because the run game. If we can get the run game just a little bit established, and I feel like it's gonna be
If
a trick play on the first drive, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a trick play and dope.
If you got to trick play me on drive one,
Look, bro, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Look,
if
sometimes
you
you
got
gotta
to trick play me
sometimes
on
you gotta
drive
kick
one,
onside kick. I mean, sometimes you gotta kick
man.
hold on, look. Sometimes you gotta kick onside kicks. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta kick onside kicks. Nick.
If you got to trick play me, not third quarter when it's a close game, you got to trick play me drive. Oh, I know you pussy. I know you
Look,
pussy.
and then they get you thinking uphill. Then they get you thinking uphill.
Man,
But it's gonna be a lot of motion going on, bro.
Gus will come out there and trick play your ass first play of the game.
You better tell that nigga E.
Okay, I know you
Gus will
pussy.
come out there and do a flea flicker double reverse. Gus be on some
Okay,
other shit.
you right, bro. Go ahead. Do
Hey,
this.
that
Will he
nigga put him
not?
out on. Anixico, Puerto Rico. What is shit is?
Will he not? Will he not do some wild shit like that and have you scratching your head the rest of the game?
All we need is a lead. We get a lead, we're gonna run the fuck out of it. But
You right, bro. Gus is y'all answer, bro.
no, he's
Gus
not
and
our
a
answer. He's our only
5'8"
hope.
quarterback, bro.
He's our only
That's
hope.
the
It's not
answer.
Mike Norvell. That's the hope, right?
Shit, he ain't
Because
got a lot of hope.
it's gonna be the nigga. Look,
Zone read.
all I got. So you know that shit gonna be there. Zone read.
I hear
Zone
you, bro.
read.
Talk that shit.
I don't even know how many jet sweeps we finna run, dog. It's gonna be 27 jet sweeps, nigga.
Inside zone.
Oh my god, bro.
Talk your shit, bro. I hear you.
Bubble screen.
Most nah, bro.
6
I'm
down there
thinking,
somewhere. Just throw it.
From the
6'6"
5'8"
down there
quarterback.
somewhere. I
From the
can't see over the O
5'8"
line, but I
quarterback.
know somebody big down there.
Alright.
how
You
tall
gotta
is
I
throw
think
Diego?
that.
How tall is Diego? How tall is
He
Diego
like
Pazzi?
6'1", 6'2". He like 6'1",
No, he's
6'2".
not.
I'm just giving you.
I
I'm just
promise you
giving you his
he is.
game plan, man.
I already know.
Everybody and their mama know Gus game plan. And you can call me offensive genius, savant, all that
No,
shit if you want to. That
no,
nigga playbook is about 13 plays.
it is. I swear to God, it is. But look though, y'all defensive
26
coordinator
if
is
you count he
ass.
run it left and right.
He finna smash one back, bro. Y'all got beat by 3 plays in the Vanderbilt and Oklahoma. What you talking about?
It's a jump pass in there. It's a sweep in there. It's a fade route to the goal line off of RPO. It's an RPO slant in there.
He ain't
It's
run no
read
slants.
option. It's triple option reverse.
You talking about my
And
playbook?
it's 4 verts.
You talking about my playbook?
That's the nigga playbook. Oh, and duo.
But do your
Left and
defensive
right.
coordinator know that though? Like, is your team gonna be able to stay disciplined, bro? That's the main question. And I'll be honest, bro.
What does
Y'all
Florida
offense
State's
scares me more than
O-line?
anything because y'all actually got an offense now.
What about Florida's?
Talk about it.
Okay. What about Florida State's offense makes me think I should worry about them being physical?
Who said anything about them being physical? No. Our offensive line is like you said, serviceable, my boy.
At best.
But yeah, at absolute best. But we ain't just not gonna run straight up against y'all, brother. Like,
I listen, Draco.
we're
I know
not
what the
gonna do
zone.
that.
I know what the zone offense look like.
I'm
I
just
know what the
saying.
zone offense look like.
It's a
You're trying to
motion
step to a
offense,
spot,
really.
not a man.
It's
I
really
know
a
what it looks
motion
like.
offense. Get down.
What I'm telling you, I don't see it for that shit because we've seen what it look. Yeah, you talking about what you're talking about is Gus's offense when it's at its absolute best and that bitch humming. We done seen what that shit look like when it's not though. And when it's not, I don't know, big dog. It's
got
getting
better
hairy for
athletes,
that
man.
man. Yeah, he
better
beat Nick
athletes.
Saban a few times. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did
He's
some
got
wild
better-
shit at UCF versus teams he shouldn't have.
He's got better, bro. He's got better athletes, dog.
But okay,
And he
sure.
got
I'll
a
give
lot
you
of
that.
experience
Yeah,
beating
sure.
Crimson.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
a lot of experience beating
Okay,
Crimson.
yeah, I'll give you that.
Unless you want to put no money on the game.
First off, why are you promoting gambling? Is that what we do
You
now?
got me there. You got me
Is that
there.
what we
You
do?
got me there. You right. You right. You right. You right. You got me there.
That's what's
You
up,
got
bro.
me there. You got me there. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. All right, but like shit, if Bama win this game though, I need you to hang up a little Bama flag, like right there up under this corner, like to shit to your right of your Florida
Oh
State
shit,
little
we bet.
flag. I need a little Bama flag right there. I need a little Bama flag right there. Yeah, yeah.
You going too far, bro.
Nah, I'll put up a Florida State flag if y'all win. What's up? I'll put
All
up the Florida State
right. I
flag if
do it
y'all
one day.
win. What's up? One
One day.
day. Now it's got to be a stream. It's got to be for the stream
Yeah.
then at
One
least.
stream
Okay.
night. You're right. Not
Okay,
even a
one
day.
stream.
Just one stream.
Okay, just one stream night. You
That
hang up
nigga
a
said
Bama.
you're not finna get me.
All right.
We gonna reconvene back to this in a little bit, man. I got a list of mechanics. You know, we ain't had no spring game, dog. Like, I don't.
Everybody was
I'm scared for my
scared.
life, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I'm scared for my life. I miss Jimbo.
I know you do.
Thought
I
I
For
miss
never
what?
Saban.
did in my
Hey,
life.
look, I miss Saban, cuz. I miss Saban, cuz.
Hey, I miss Jimbo.
You miss Jimbo
Yeah.
over Bowden?
No, I just meant like recently. Come on, man. Bounce,
Okay,
man. Come on,
okay.
man. Rest in peace,
I
man.
bet if I could pick, I'm still gonna pick Saban, but that's because he
No,
go
nigga, I
all
would
time.
pick Bev. That was the case, but nah, man. Come on, man.
Crazy.
Let
Still
me put
picking
rest in
Saban.
peace, man.
Still picking Saban.
Nah, man. Ain't
I'm
nobody on
definitely
top,
picking
man.
Saban.
Bowden best coach in history.
That's probably biased, but you know what I'm saying? I am picking Saban.
Bowden best coach in history, man.
All right, can we move on to another game since we covered week one?
Yeah, go
But
ahead because
I'm
I'll be all day with that.
yeah, I was gonna say since we already covered week one, I do just want to go to a couple more
Yeah, I'll be
games
all day with that.
that's like later in the season. It's not necessarily week one. Give me one second. I gotta put myself back on camera and shit. But just some other games that we can talk about. Games such as I don't know, fucking Penn State at Oregon. Oh no, Oregon at Penn State. My bad. I had that backwards. Oregon
Really?
and
Didn't
Penn
know that
State.
was week one.
No. It's not week one. That's why I said I'm
Okay,
jumping ahead
okay,
to just some other weeks and shit. Just some other big time matchups and shit that
okay,
I just want
okay,
to talk
okay.
about real quick. Just since we already talked about our week ones, I
We
got some
No,
got to
good
talk about
clips
Bama,
off of
Tennessee
that.
too. Then
You feel me? I got a couple of games we could talk about. I'm gonna talk about some Auburn games. I'm gonna talk about some Florida
no.
State games. But while we waiting on Elo to return, I just want to go ahead toss it over to the Big Ten, where we got Oregon traveling against 4 time zones to what I'm saying, play
bruh,
Penn State and what is it,
bruh.
Happy Valley.
That travel shit is wicked for these conferences, bro. I know we keep talking about Oregon and USC having to come to fucking Indiana. Fuck that, bro. Think about Stanford having to
Hmm.
come all the way to fucking Miami, Florida
I'm
to
sorry, the
play them
longest
niggas,
distance you
bro.
could travel. The
That's
longest
crazy.
distance you could travel. Man, that conference shit, since shit. Actually, we'll wait. I'm gonna wait till Elo come back before we talk about this game and stuff.
Which game?
Um, we gonna talk about Oregon at Penn State. Just see how y'all, you know what I'm saying. But before we get into that, nah, man, this conference expansion shit is whack. 16 team playoff is whack. 4 automatic
I don't like
qualifiers for
it.
the SEC and Big Ten is whack. All of this shit, bro. We're losing college football to the money, bro. Just like everything else, capitalism affects everything. We're losing college football to capitalism. It sucks. It is what it is, though. I'm still gonna tune in for the playoffs. We got SEC talking about they gonna leave and they just gonna do their own shit.
We're gonna have
Um,
our own playoff, our own
bruh,
league.
Sankey making us look like a bitch. Some
That's
of
the
our
dumbest
coaches
shit
they be
ever, bro.
talking in media days. They be making us look like a bitch. And it's like, bro, like everything I loved about college football is changing, and that sucks. Is what it is, though. I just wanted to get that off my chest real quick. Y'all go ahead talk if y'all want to.
And the problem
So
is
y'all trying to break away.
what you say, Draco?
So y'all trying to break away.
Well, so to expound a little bit on what Jr. said, like because the SEC, okay, so they kind of at a stalemate right now at these national meetings because the Big Ten is on board with the whole 5-11 model and the automatic qualifier, but they want the SEC to move to nine non-conference games, or 9 conference games. But the SEC don't want to move to 9 conference games unless they get one cross-conference matchup guaranteed with the Big Ten every year. Big Ten not necessarily ready for that yet, so it's kind of just keep going. It's a pissing contest, honestly, and the SEC is threatening to where if they can't have it their way as far as how the playoff is seeded and as far as if scheduling is not going to matter and they can't have scheduling the way they want to where it's favorable if scheduling isn't going to matter, they're saying fuck it, we're going to break off, do our own thing, have our own playoff. Whoever else wants to join the SEC will consider you. We're going to have our own league, and then we're going to have our own 4 to 8 team playoff at the end of the season, and
But
then we're
no,
going to crown our own national
let the
champion.
SEC do that shit, bro, because that's a shit show of a league. You really want to be honest about it. SEC as a whole, it's not a good fucking league. Y'all have a
Well, what they're banking
y'all
on
top
and
heavy.
saying,
It's top heavy. Like
yes.
it's man, fuck out of here.
Well, what they're banking on and saying that is they're banking on other schools saying, hell yeah. They're banking on the Florida States, the Ohio States, the USC's, the Oregon, saying, "Yeah, fuck y'all, we're gonna make our own league," and that shit probably gonna blow up in their face if they try that shit low key.
What is college football at this point?
Is we teetering on that line of that shit basically being baby NFL, but we ain't there yet. We
Really?
teetering though.
We about to go to one double A.
We teetering.
College about to be one double A, like
We
baseball.
teetering.
We in the major leagues yet, but y'all almost there.
We almost triple in this bitch, but
See, and that's the thing. Big Ten and SEC, they is AAA. Big
yeah.
12 and
I
ACC,
mean,
they
real shit
double
when you
A.
think about it.
Like, you know
If
what
you
I'm
think,
saying? Like,
okay,
that's what it is.
yeah, because shit, I say I low key, I definitely say the best college team is better than most CFL teams, and definitely better than most UFL teams. So,
Bro, y'all tweaking. SEC as a whole
oh, it's some whole shit.
it's
I'm
not
in agreement
great,
with
bro.
you there. It's some
Y'all
whole
are
shit.
top heavy, nigga. That
We don't
whole
have the firepower to do what we're trying to do.
not great, bro.
It's Bama, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, Auburn because they got some money.
Not even Oklahoma, bro. Oklahoma, shit. They come back.
Oklahoma got some money. Kentucky got some money.
I'm just saying you gotta get coaching right. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe in Brent. I like Brent.
Because
But
well,
you
I
gotta
mean,
get
but you got to
coaching
think
right,
that's
dog.
all it's really about is the dollars. And we got the player, even with Vanderbilt, we got the money. It's
Man,
about being able to bring because the niggas that don't have money in our conference really don't have money. So,
bro, Oklahoma ain't had SEC talent as a whole since Bob Stoops.
like you say, it's top heavy. The rich are rich, but everybody after that,
All right, we can get
Mississippi
back to
State
my
ain't built to
original.
just.
We can get back to my original point. I'm sorry to cut you off. We get back to my original point. Um, we already predicted the week one matchups and stuff, man. I just want to predict a couple of more primetime matchups and stuff. First one I want to talk about is Penn State and Oregon. Game played in Happy Valley and shit. How y'all feel about that one? Draco.
I'm gonna take Penn State. I think they got too much experience returning for that game. It's a lot of new faces gonna be on that green and yellow. So I like Dan Lamb a lot. I know they're gonna reload, but this got to be the year for that. For
Big
that.
game, James.
This got to be the year for him, bro. Like if this ain't the year, he gonna lose a lot of gusto, man. He gonna lose a lot of juice if this ain't the year. Yeah. I'm gonna take Penn State.
I
I also. Oh, go ahead, Wack. Never mind. I'm also gonna take Penn State in that matchup, man. Because just like you, man, I'm on the James Franklin hype train this year. I
Which is
am
crazy.
on the James Franklin hype train this year. If he does not make a national championship, I think that they should seriously consider getting rid of him.
He gotta
Cause
win it, bro.
like
He just made it.
he didn't make it.
No,
He
yes, he
didn't make
did.
it. No, he
Oh
made
no,
the
he didn't.
semifinals. He
Yeah,
made
you're
the
right.
yeah, it was
semifinals.
semi. It was
You're
semi.
right.
He was
You're
Yeah,
right.
close.
which is a great improvement for him because that's the first time
Big step.
that you
The
know what I'm
truth.
saying Penn
That
State
path
didn't
was
even
weak.
sniffed it.
That path was weak as
I
fuck.
don't I don't care about that. He made it. He made it, so I'm okay with it.
I hear you, but
I
we
ain't
gotta
even
add
gonna be
So
mad at
Jay,
it.
can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Does a 3-loss Penn State team get in?
It depends on who them
that.
losses to us because they only played two good teams this year. I'm finna look up their schedule real quick, but I
Wait.
think they
No.
only
They,
played
they should
like two
always
good
have
teams.
Michigan and Ohio State. They should always have that.
I don't think they only have one now because this
They play both
damn.
this year.
Hold on.
It
I was
should
finna
be. It
say
should
I
be
don't
like
think
4 or 5 teams. It's constant, and the rest should rotate between the rest of the conference.
they play Ohio State. They do not play Michigan this year. They do not play.
Really?
They play Oregon and they play Ohio State. So
Iowa
like,
State's on there.
okay, yeah, they play both of them.
They
Um,
don't never not play. Well, they got to play one of them.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they gotta play one of them, but they
Do they
they
play
just play those two.
USC?
No, They got an easy ass schedule. You want to know Penn State
See,
schedule
so
real
if
Yeah,
quick?
this isn't
Hold
the
on, wait,
year
wait,
for
wait,
pick
wait.
it up.
Do you? This an easy 10-2 schedule. Like at minimum, this should be a 10-2 schedule. I'm finna run it down for
Holla
you.
at me. Holla at me.
Nevada, FIU, Villanova, Oregon.
10
Villanova.
and 2
What
at
about
worst
me?
Hold
still.
on, Oregon. They get Oregon at the house though. They play
Happy
Oregon in
Valley.
Happy
Okay.
Valley. Anyways, but they got UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa, Ohio State. They got to go to Ohio State this year.
Is
That
Iowa
should be
home or
their only
away?
ones.
I was just gonna say that.
That's the game they dropped.
Iowa is at home. No, Iowa is in Iowa. Iowa is in
Oh, they're
Iowa.
losing that.
Be
They
careful.
are losing
Um,
that game. You
oh no, wait,
don't
wait.
you
Let me
don't
get
win
back.
in
Let me
front of
get
the
back. Let
cancer
me get back.
kids.
Let me get back. Let me get back. Uh,
You don't. I'm sorry, you don't, bro. Like you don't win in front of
anyways,
the
man, let me
cancer
get back.
kids.
Let me
They
get back. Let me
wave to
get
them
back.
little niggas. You can't beat that. Like
Hey, wait, what they do?
you can't you
Let
can't
me get
wave
back.
to kids with leukemia and lose.
No,
They're not losing that game.
Yo.
let me get back. Let me get back. Iowa. They gotta go to Iowa, and then they get like 2 weeks off, and then they get to go to Ohio State. And then they got Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska, and then Rutgers. Bro, if you
So,
lose more than
Oh
two
hell.
games on that
wait, wait,
schedule, cuz,
wait, wait.
what's up?
Nebraska and UCLA. Watch those trap games. Watch
Uh-uh.
those trap games. Watch them.
Is it
Watch them.
Nebraska won't even be a trap game because that's November, and you wrapping up your schedule,
Nico?
cuz.
UCLA got a little bit of talent, man.
And then
They got,
UCLA,
Nico?
they got
got a little bit
Nico.
of talent,
They
man.
do have to go to UCLA.
Got a little
So
bit of talent.
time. So it's a
Got a
Ooh.
little bit of
flight.
talent.
It's a flight. Hey, that's a flight. You cross a couple time zones, whatever. Man, but nah, if Penn State don't win, if they don't go 10-2, then that was a failure of a season, bro. Fire Franklin, bro.
So a three
Fire
loss.
Franklin.
So a 3-loss Penn State team don't get in your opinion.
No, if one of them
Oh
losses to Iowa, no. If one of them
man,
losses to Iowa or UCLA, no.
because I was just gonna say, so 3 losses for Penn State. Let's just say that it's the Oregon and Ohio State. That's 2 of the losses, right? Because those are
Yeah,
the
I'm
two
counting them
most
as they
likely.
two.
We're cool with that. Right. So you got UCLA or in Iowa. Like them your next best games. Maybe Nebraska, dark horse. I mean, maybe Dylan Raiola turns into
Dylan
something.
Raiola is your next best
Like,
out.
you know what I'm saying?
Matt
Like, but either
Rule.
way,
Matt Rule is a good college
Matt
coach.
Rule and Raiola. Okay, cool. Like that's your them the only losses. That's the only third loss. You can't lose 2 of those, obviously. If you get 4 losses, you out of there. And then, bro, losing to Iowa, Indiana, because you play Indiana at home. You play them in Happy Valley. And then you also play Nebraska at home in Happy
So who's
Valley.
the road
You
games?
can't lose those games, bro. No, you can't lose those games.
Who do they play on the road?
They play Iowa on the road. They play UCLA on the road. They play Ohio State, Michigan State, and Rutgers.
That's your three probably right there. That's probably
Michigan
your
State
three right
plays them
there.
tough too, man. Michigan State usually plays Penn State a little tough,
Man, fuck that shit.
but
They shouldn't
Michigan
lose
State
3
probably gonna
games.
smash.
They shouldn't lose
How
3 games
long?
in that bitch.
It's the second year for that coach at Michigan State. That he came from Oregon.
I don't care.
Second.
Second year for Indiana and Kurt Signetti. I don't give a fuck, bro. Penn State
Mel
shouldn't lose
Tucker,
that
ain't
game.
Mel Tucker still there?
The Michigan State, nah, I think he got
Michigan State,
fired.
nah.
I think he
He
got
got
fired.
fired, didn't he?
I think
Yeah,
so, yeah.
from Oregon. The dude from Oregon State came. Got.
I need another
I
school to talk
forget his
about.
name.
Let me talk about another school because I'm finna clock out this bitch, but I want to talk about some other schools and stuff. Anybody
I
else
finna
got
say
to?
it don't
Oh
matter.
wait, can
Nick
we talk about
Singleton is still
Colorado
there and Katron Allen is still there. It do not matter.
True.
and Penn State? Yeah, nah, Penn State. You shouldn't lose no more than two
And
games.
Drew Aller.
I just wanted to know
I
because
don't believe in him. I don't believe in Drew Allen, but
who next, man?
mm, mm, I had just asked y'all, but I said Colorado. Can we talk about Colorado real quick?
We don't see the schedules no more, so we can't see them. But yeah, who they play
Oh, y'all
first?
don't see the schedule? Oh shit, y'all don't see the schedules no more. Hold on, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Y'all should be able to see them now, right?
Hey, how big of a year is it for Prime, dog? Hello,
On
get
the
up, nigga, and talk, baby. This your combo right here. I want to
They
hear you
got
first,
what
man.
you said? Who they got first game?
Scuba.
They got Georgia Tech first game.
Ooh, Georgia Tech
That's
early.
an annoying ass
But
game right there. That's an annoying
I
game.
don't think there's no pressure on Prime this year.
Where they play? Where they play Georgia Tech at home?
That I'm not remember.
It look like
Yeah,
Berkeley.
we'll have to be
Nah,
looked
it
up.
looks like no, they played them in Boulder. It looked like
Yeah, look like they home.
yeah, it looked like they played them in Boulder.
But he asked me, is it a big season for Prime? I don't see it. Ain't no pressure on him, cuz. He in Colorado. Ain't no pressure up there.
That's very
The
true. They
schedule
ain't
look
expecting
okay.
them to win that.
The
Yeah, they
schedule look
play
better
Georgia
than
Tech, Delaware. Got to go to Houston. They got one. BYU put that thing on them though.
see if they get their revenge, bro.
You feel me? BYU put
I
that
don't
thing on
know.
Colorado.
It's a lot of people come back, but I don't think they beat BYU this year.
I mean, you just lost. You just lost like what 6, 7 players to the draft
Yeah,
to
Hey,
Colorado.
and you got spanked with your best two on the field.
Like you feel me? They was playing. They was out there.
I don't know.
they didn't have the horses up front to be on the field with BYU either, though.
They lost more than their best too, cause niggas they gonna miss Jimmy Horn.
Webster, they
Amari
gonna
and
miss
Miller
all
go
of
fill
them.
in
Yeah, when he
just
They gonna
stepped
fine
miss
for
in the
all
Jimmy
of them.
ball,
Horn.
you gotta catch the
Shit,
fucking ball.
Wester too.
Jimmy too ain't.
Traylon Miller go fill in just the Miller boys. They go fill
Hey,
in just fine for them
now
two.
what you said? Now, hey, look, the Miller boys. That
They are pretty
14.
nice.
Hey, that 14 is gonna announce himself to the motherfucking world this shit, dog.
And they're gonna be nice. How y'all feel about Juju?
I
Um,
think he get the starting job week
No, he
one.
don't.
yeah,
Salter. Caden Salter got this job.
Caden Salter go start.
Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
they got
Caden Salter
Caden
got that job.
Salter. Holy shit.
Juju
I
started
still
next
have
week.
to. I still have to see it because I got to see if they put together an O line. I think they made a change at offensive line coach. Um,
They
they want to
did.
grab some guys out the portal and shit. You know, they still trying to patchwork that team. That's why I don't feel like there's a lot of pressure. They actually overachieved last year, so
I
Over the
wouldn't.
last couple of years, they low key did because that team was what two and
terrible. I think
ten
they
when
went.
Prime took
I
that
think
bitch
they
over.
2-10, 1-11, something like that.
1-11.
Yeah, they
I
were
think.
horrible.
Look, I want to see what the offense is gonna look like, bro, because it's not gonna be the same with Shador. And with that,
No,
his line can be
no.
covered up a little bit because Caden Salter is a dual threat quarterback. He's not
He
gonna
can
sit back
slide, yeah. He
pat
can
the
move
ball
better
like
than two.
Shador. See what I'm saying? So
He a
if it's
gamer for
like
sure.
that, he's one read, two read. I'm out there, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or he was three read that coming from Liberty, but stepping up a level, you know what I'm saying, going to the Big Ten on Big 12. I can't
Niggas
Step up
really,
a
hated him
level.
out because
I
he
don't really
lost.
think it's a pass of year, bro. I think we really about to see like what can Prime do because we've never seen Prime coach. And I'm a Prime fan, huh? We've never seen him coach outside of his sons, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that Shador was a motherfucker, bro. The Shador turning heads
Yeah.
right now in camp.
At the same time, Prime is just the CEO of that team. There's no one a coordinator.
He not. Yeah, he nah.
Yeah.
He's just the CEO. He's the face of the team.
That nigga got a gold whistle around his neck. He not there to do actual
That shit
coaching, bro.
hard.
Like
He got a
That
gold
shit
he,
hard.
jacket. He got a gold jacket in his
that
office.
nigga got a gold
Yeah.
jacket and a gold whistle. He is there to make his folks look good, man.
That's hard. I can't lie.
On God, it is. I ain't mad at it at all.
Georgia Tech first game, though, bro. Let's talk about that. Let's get on track. Talk about that. What y'all think, bro? I think that's a tough game.
It's tough when I'm
That's an
sliding with
annoying
Colorado.
ass offense to go against, bro. Like,
And I
because
think
it's
that's a
what's the name
Friday
still the
game.
quarterback?
Haynes game, he's still back.
Yeah, bro. What do you do with a nigga that they fixing to just run at you like a 6'4" battering ram 24 times a fucking game?
They got a running back too, though. I can't remember his name.
And that's what always makes that offense annoying. And by the way,
like,
yeah.
bro.
And by the way, we got another nigga we can hand the ball to 20 times.
And I think
We
they still
really
got
don't
that.
have to throw.
And I think they still got that boy from USC that was a dog at end. Romello.
Romello Height, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Auburn.
I was finna say from where?
I thought he could
From
my
where?
bad.
Shout out to
My
Auburn.
bad. Came from Auburn, my fault. But Romelo was a
They
dog
had a
last year,
couple
bro.
ends go to other
Look,
places and be
Romelo was
decent.
causing hell last year, dog.
I don't, man.
Arch Garrett Cade. Get the fuck out of here.
And it was like I said, what crazy they can take they they can take Haynes King out and run Pyron when Haynes King get tired. And then they reserve the right because even though they ain't got Eric Singleton no more, I don't know where this nigga keeps finding them. He always finds somebody that's a lightning bolt with the ball in their hand, bro. To throw to on offense to be their go-to person, whether it's a running back or a wide receiver, he always finds it.
All right, man. Last question before we get up out of here, man. I just pulled up on the screen, man. We got the favorites for the 2025 Heisman Trophy. Yes, it is still. We ain't even hit June yet. But I just want to get y'all opinions on this real quick. Favorites for the 2025 Heisman Trophy. We got Arch
Ooh.
Manning, Gary Nussmeier, K. Klubnik, and Jeremiah Smith. Anybody disagreeing with that list? We got any names we want to add real quick?
I'll be the weirdo that picks Jeremiah Smith to win it.
I don't see it. If he's on there, then Sand's gonna be on there as well.
It's a weak ass list. It's a weak list.
Yeah, that list is horrible.
That's what I'm trying to see. Hey,
I
man,
don't
this
even know
just
who to
what.
pull or put on there either, though.
I mean, you got
I think
Ladorius,
it
you
be
Right.
got
too early
DJ
Because
for
who
me to
else do you
say.
Lagway,
add?
you got Ryan Williams,
I
you
would take Cade
got
Klubnik.
Ah,
I would
Hey, you
put
gotta stop it.
Ty Simpson on there before I put Cade Klubnik.
exactly. Like Brian, if a receiver's gonna get it, it's gonna be Jeremiah or nobody. I'll put Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame on there.
Oh, I forgot about him. I did forget
Him or
about him.
Singleton.
Stays healthy.
I can see him or Singleton
But
on there.
how
I
does
think
he
him
come
and
back
Nick,
from
man.
injury though?
You said
How
Say
what,
it
does he
again.
Draco?
come back from injury? How does he look?
Oh,
Yeah, that injury was a fool. He played like a motherfucker through it though. But
Just one
man,
game, he throw 6 niggas off of him. That was the highlight. You know what I'm saying?
but who boy, but
that
It was
was
a
a
hell
was
of
a
a,
tough ass
highlight for
like
that
your
was
4 yard
straight.
ass.
run
Look,
right
that
there.
was
That was
straight
a
heart.
tough ass
That had nothing
4 yard
to do with
run.
That
talent.
was a highlight
That
for
was
your
straight
ass
heart.
though.
Yeah, nah, fast.
It is gonna be interesting to see how he comes back.
Arch Manning
Uh
name up there is only strictly because of his last
if I
name.
had to pick a back though, it's Nick Singleton for sure. I don't really see a back outside.
I
Quarterback, I'm not sold on Arch or who else did you say?
look. Hold on before you get
Arch.
there.
Oh, go
That
ahead.
running back though,
Yeah,
I
I like
be
that.
I be
Hey,
liable to say instead of Nick, bro, my dark horse, I go my boy Jay Knott.
Jay Knott.
Be careful.
I
He
ain't
might
mad at that.
he might have a breakout. He might have a
I ain't
breakout.
mad at it.
Where he went? He
Nigga
went
was a
He's
slot
in
receiver.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, right? And they gonna run that bitch. So,
Nigga was a slot receiver.
hey man,
That
We
shit
got to see
crazy.
what they do with John Mateer and his coach coming in.
I like
Yeah,
They might steal
yeah,
some of his shine.
that is. But they swear that's the offense for him though. They swear like he
My
supposed to
dark
be like.
horse would be Lenoris. That would be
I
the
like Lenoris,
we're talking about
man.
running backs.
I talk about Lenoris whenever I can.
We're
I
talking
like
about
Lenoris.
Heisman's.
Yeah.
The question was Heisman.
Well, nigga, me and Wag was talking about running backs, motherfucker.
But the topic at hand was Heisman.
He
I'm
is.
aware, but dark horse. But I guess I like Lenoris as a dark horse for the Heisman.
He improved last year. He definitely improved.
Right from
As the
game
year
to
progressed.
game too.
As the year
Well,
progressed.
we don't got no love for DJ Lagway though. We got love for the Lenores, but we ain't
Man,
got no
have you
love for
seen their
Lagway.
schedule?
That schedule was tough last
Yeah,
year. That schedule was tough last year. As a freshman, what he did, he won some games. As a freshman,
Okay.
he won some games, and he looked damn good doing it too.
And it's
It's
still
easy to do
I
when
ain't
the
saying that
game
he's my
plan not
pick.
for you. It's easy to do
Man,
when the
no.
game plan not for you.
What's buddy name? Who was the quarterback? First quarterback got hurt, bruh. First quarterback got hurt like by week 5, week 6, or
what
some
even
shit.
was his name that got
I
hurt?
forgot,
Graham Mertz.
bruh. That's
Was that his name?
Yeah.
Graham
I
Mertz.
even walk right into my point, so let him talk.
No, I'm just saying, like he got hurt early on. Motherfuckers knew DJ Lagway was going to be the quarterback. and he still like did his thing,
You
girl.
don't
I'm just
have
saying.
nothing on him. He has not played in college. He's a true freshman coming in week 6.
Yeah, and by week 10, week 11, week 12, he was still doing his thing. That's what I'm saying. I ain't
They
saying
were
not.
mid.
He was hurt.
They was mid. All right. They was
Then he got
mid. All
hurt.
right. He did get hurt for a minute too, but I
They
don't
might have
know.
beat Georgia had he stayed healthy though.
Well, let me ask you this then. Then why the fuck you like Lenore Sellers so much more than Lagway then? Like how big is that gap then? Let me ask you that.
He's
That's
a
a
better
big gap.
quarterback
Yeah, that's a big gap.
than he is. He's a better quarterback. Not a better football player. He's a better quarterback.
Overall.
For
Yeah.
what reason? Like what was his accuracy, his timing, his
Bro,
decision making, his
All of it. When
what
you
is
come
it
to
exactly?
playing quarterback, all of that is
Hmm.
bundled together when it comes to
Yeah.
playing quarterback.
So you saying he better at all of that, or just a few things, or like that?
Yes,
I'm just trying
DJ
to see if
Lagway is a better athlete,
yeah. Okay.
but he has not proven to be a better quarterback.
I think look,
Okay.
I think y'all forgot,
He
bro.
has a
After
high
he was
ceiling,
traded,
but bro has to get on the field and prove it, bro. Like just because he won a couple of games when people didn't have a game plan against you, cool.
I hear you, but I like what
Lawrence
I
Sellers
saw
was
from
kind of a
Lagway
story
enough
with
to
me.
say, hey,
He's still a
that
story.
nigga, he might can do it.
I ain't
Bro,
say he couldn't. I said you
look,
have to prove it.
I
Lenore
agree.
Sellers has proved that.
if Lenore
He is
Sellers
Wait, wait,
came
proven to be
out
a baller.
in the draft
whoa,
this year, Lenore Sellers would have went
whoa,
first round, bro.
hold up.
In this year's draft,
See,
Uh,
Lenore would have went first
see,
round.
hold on.
uh,
I need some numbers to back me up. Hold on.
Crazy. That boy improved. He played Bama hurt. Like,
he
y'all didn't.
played half the year hurt.
He was healthy at the end though. Them nigga
Oh, he was.
ain't nobody want to see Oklahoma in them last 5-6 weeks. And then that defensive line, shit, nigga.
Dylan Stewart and Kyle Kennard. That's a
That
crazy
defensive
matchup
line,
to play.
bro.
That's a crazy.
Like,
That's what I'm saying when nigga was talking about some how we played South Carolina, bro. Dylan Stewart and Kyle Kennard to play in week 5. That's kind of crazy.
nigga, they put that
Them
shit
niggas was
together at the end of the year, bro.
nigga.
DJ got a cannon, but
Okay,
mm,
now, oh, I'm sorry,
yeah,
y'all.
so
My
don't do
bad,
what
my
they
bad,
do.
my bad. I'm back now. I want to talk about some of these stats, man, because like I'm trying to see like where is this big leap and shit. Um,
Stats ain't gonna
but
always tell you everything. You have to
I'm
cut the TV
you
on, my
right,
guy.
you
Yeah.
right, you
You have to
right,
cut
you
the TV
right.
on.
I don't never want to be considered a stat sheet watcher, but I'm trying to see. I don't think you have any particular plays
And they
drawn
remind me of
up.
little lights.
I
Like you
finna
know what
say
I'm
if we going
saying?
off stats, Jalen Milrow and Payne Thorne the same guy outside of running the ball.
I
Well, no,
mean,
I'm not.
I'm not
See,
opposed to that statement.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I
I
am not.
am. I am. Jalen
That's
Milrow threw a few
disrespectful.
Because
less.
when both were good, they were good. And when both were bad, they
Who?
were really
Nah, man,
fucking
Nigga,
Milrow
bad.
Payton was
ceiling was
never
way
good.
higher.
Who?
Milrow
That's why I
ceiling
said
was
Payton
who?
way
was good.
higher, bro. Milrow ceiling was way higher than Payne Thorne's ever was.
Payton last year he was good was in Michigan State when nobody knew him.
And he wasn't good that,
Outside of
anyways, man.
the
Anyways,
Georgia game, Jalen Milrow was, oof. And I liked the nigga, but
His
oof.
last year. His last year. The year before that, he was doing his thing. Nick had a perfect balance going on with him. They last year they just
He
put
did. He did.
Michael Penix. Now he's
Let's
got a
go into your
quarterback in
numbers.
Ty Simpson,
We're
bro.
getting off subject. We're going
Ty's
into
Go
the
ahead.
crazy.
numbers.
Ty's gonna be crazy, bro. I feel like
Back
Mac
to his
Jones just came.
original query.
I get to my numbers now. All right, so my numbers right here. Right now, we got DJ Lagway. He only has the 2024 season. He had a 60% completion percentage. Just
50?
short of 2,000 yards. 60. 6
Okay.
0.
12 to 9 is
Uh, short of 2,000 yards. 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. With a 155.
Ooh.
That's a bad ratio, but with a 155 rating. I don't know how y'all feel about
Them
ratings and
9
shit.
picks I didn't realize. Ooh.
Cool.
I did.
All
Y'all
right,
don't remember all
cool.
them fucking picks, bro.
Cool. Hold
He
on, wait,
split
wait, wait.
time. He split time before he became the full-time starter. A lot of that time, bro, he would get in the game. Them niggas is losing by 30, bro. Niggas was losing by 20.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Graham
Moving on
Mertz.
now. Hold on, wait, wait, wait. Let me just run down these stats so we can stay on subject. Now we going over to Lenore Sellis. He had some time. He had some burn in 2023, but it really wasn't shit. Okay, 2024, he had a 65.5% completion percentage. Okay. He did have 2,500 yards, but
Uh
he had a fucking
18-7.
18-7 ratio.
And check
huh.
his rushing
Ooh.
stats too. Hold
It's
on.
not
Go
that
to his
much better.
rushing stats too.
No,
Yeah.
I thought we was just talking about quarterback. We was just talking about throwing the
I
ball. We talking
couldn't
about rushing the
push
ball.
the
We talking about
ball,
throwing
yeah.
the ball.
Because
Huh?
I do
We
believe
know he's a
DJ
better
is a better.
thrower of the ball. Or he has a better understanding of his offense. We'll see what DJ does this year. But Lenore's bro, at the end of that year, that nigga had a grab on that motherfucker.
Hey, that offense was nice with him running there. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was multi-threat.
You didn't know who was gonna whoop your ass.
I'm just mad because they ain't used Rocket Sanders the way they should have. But
He
Bro,
got
the
hurt too.
worst thing that
He got
happened to
hurt
that
too.
nigga was leaving
He
Arkansas.
got
Because you
hurt
saw
too.
what Jaquindon Jackson did in that offense. Rocket ass would have went crazy with Taylor Green at quarterback.
so what you
Y'all got off
so you
subject.
think DJ is over? You think DJ is a better quarterback than Lenore's?
Man, if I had to draft one of them right
Potentially.
now, I probably am taking DJ, man. Just his ceiling is a little bit higher. He's a little bit younger.
We just saw a Florida quarterback get drafted off a ceiling.
Ah, damn, you're right. Damn,
We
damn,
just
damn,
saw that
damn.
shit.
You're right.
He
You're
got
right. I
drafted
done
off
fell victim.
measurables.
This is why I'm not an NFL
It wasn't
GM
even
right here. This is
ceiling.
why
It
I'm
was
not an
measurables.
NFL GM.
Just saw a
You
nigga
right.
that
You right.
we seen that
You are
nigga.
absolutely right.
He
Um,
don't see himself, but we see that nigga.
I don't
nah,
know what the
nah,
fuck
nah,
they
man,
looked
for
at with
real.
this man. This man, they can swear he
He
Like
tried
he
big
to
just
as
all day
fuck,
athletic,
long.
man.
He
athletic as fuck.
They had
unintentionally
slave on
hit
him
the top of
mentality
the
when they
damn
saw that
dome
nigga.
cover.
Bro, you know
They
how
examined his
bro,
teeth when
as
they
a
drafted his
receiver,
ass.
you know how good that would have made me, brother. Bitch,
He
you got me out here
unintentionally
running
hit the
go
top of
routes
the
for no
dome cover.
reason. Bro, let's throw that shit and hit the top of the bitch. You got me out this bitch running 60 yards for dog. I would have been pissed. I watched that video, bro, and
That
I got
nigga checked
pissed.
himself out the game and
Nigga,
said, "Why? I'm
bro,
tired."
they should have drafted Shador. I just knew that was gonna get him, but back to this.
That nigga
Um,
said he was tired.
look, Jet, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. If Lenore's can stay healthy, um,
What would his NFL comp be?
how much did you watch DJ? Like,
Probably Josh Allen.
A
How much did
good
I watch
bit.
DJ? I watched him
mm,
against Georgia. I watched him against Miami. No, no, not Miami.
he
Hold on,
didn't
wait.
play much against Miami.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
split
yeah. I was
time.
finna say, hold on, wait. Let me go back. Hold on.
Every game he got in, I tried to watch.
You feel me? Oh, Texas. That Texas game was okay for a second, but I think that was the game that he
He
got
made a
hurt
lot of
in too.
mistakes.
Sark had a
Yeah,
plan,
see,
and he
yeah.
executed that motherfucker.
See, when
Um,
tape gets on you, bro, it's different, dog.
see,
9 interceptions
boom.
and 12 touchdowns is not.
Okay, so he
Them
balled
nine
against Kentucky.
interceptions is
Oh no,
oof.
wait. He balled against Kentucky. He had a good game
They
against
had a down year.
LSU. Decent against Ole Miss. Um, and then, actually, really a decent game against Tulane. His game against Georgia, he got hurt. He was winning. Okay, so first of all, Florida was winning that game against Georgia until he got hurt. Just want everybody to remember that it was
Yeah,
like
they
early
would have
second
won that
quarter or
game,
some
man. They stay
shit.
healthy, I think.
Right. And then Tennessee was a lackluster game. I ain't gonna lie. They lost in overtime. He was 9 of 17 for 98 yards, one touchdown, one pick. He took two sacks, so that kind of
Tennessee
sucked.
defense was different when they woke up to play.
Yeah. So that kind of sucked. And then against Miami, apparently he ain't really play. He only went 3 of 6 for 31 yards. So, and he threw a pick. Damn, that sucked. But other than that, though, man, once he actually started playing and shit, the last like 8 games or so, like he did alright. He got hurt a couple of times though. And that's the thing you always gotta factor in too with mobile quarterbacks is that they take more tackles, they probably gonna get hurt more. But nah, man, I think I am gonna take DJ. I think I am gonna take DJ over Lenore.
And you said as far as for the like quarterback of the future kind of thing, like drafting
Yeah,
nigga Brown.
if I was an NFL GM and they was eligible for the draft this year, I'm definitely selecting. I
Lenoris is
got
how
DJ.
big? He about 6'3", ain't he? 6'2",
Lenore
6'3".
Fitting is crazy, bro. His potential is through the roof.
DJ is 6'3", 240. Lenores is 6'3", 240 as well. They got a 3 pound difference
God
between
damn, I
them.
didn't realize he was 240.
Yeah, now they got a 3 pound difference.
You give me
Lenores is three
Lenoris.
pounds heavier.
I ain't gonna hold you. Give me Lenoris.
The ceiling for Lenoris is crazy, bro. Like the potential.
Because
You
if you
don't
fix
think
his fuck ups, that's the key.
Lenoris,
If you fix what he fucks up, ooh.
look, Lenoris can be what Indianapolis thought Anthony Richardson could be. You
I was just fixing to
know what
say,
I'm saying? Like that's what Lenoris could be, in my
yeah,
opinion. Dog.
damn, yeah.
That nigga threw the ball.
Lagway could.
Man.
hey yo, anybody else got another team we wanna I ain't got too much more time with y'all. We just hit that 2 hour mark. Anybody else got some other teams we want to talk about real quick? Just real quick. Um, we talked about Penn State. We ain't talked about Oregon. We talked about Texas. Talked about Ohio State. Talked about Bama. Talked about Florida
It's a long
State.
summer.
Uh,
They ain't got to dive all in one. It's a long summer.
Oh, and we're gonna have plenty more talking points because we haven't even had our summer Georgia player arrest yet. We real early into the season.
Nah, he went a little earlier than he
We
came in the
always
was
have
that
a
spring.
Georgia or
spring
was
one,
that
but that was
Texas?
the spring one. We talking about the summer one, bro.
Oh, we talking about the summer one. Yeah. That one that happens after the 4th of July, couple weeks before the season start, some shit like that. Well, shit. Then, if that's the case, man, we can go ahead and sign off on the rest of this shit, man. We're just gonna go in order, alphabetically. Draco, you up first. Give your sign off.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. We're gonna be back at it. We're gonna get a little more consistent with it. A couple more shows a week. Florida State gonna whoop on Bama ass. Big game. Hopefully, he makes the playoffs in the championship.
Well, that was an unfortunate time for everybody to drop off. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second.
And
Just dropped off, goddamn, real quick and shit. All right. Draco, you was saying Florida State gonna whoop up on Bama and shit.
oh yeah, go Florida State. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, big game. James, do what the fuck you supposed to do. I have no faith in him. But shout out to everybody watching. Dog, we're gonna get a couple more shows out of y'all as this shit go on. When college football coming out, we're gonna be flooding that bitch. But you know,
All right, Elo, it's on you.
What I'm saying, man. We love God, sweet tea in the SEC. Boy, damn eagle. Brush your teeth, wash your feet, watch football, and repeat. You know what I mean?
That's. Um, appreciate y'all tuning in. As always, we love the support. We love the fans. Roll Tide. The boy finna win a championship. That's all I got for you. Wag, go ahead, close us out, man.
A pretty face don't mean shit if you don't work hard. Uh, roll tide and be kinder to people. Be nice.
Well, until then, man, on your way out,